They say everything happens for a reason, but I suspect everything happens for a Reese's. Like this commercial break. Did you need 15 seconds away from music? Or 15 seconds to eat a Reese's? Perhaps it's true. Everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
The Emmy Award-winning HBO original series Hard Knocks Training Camp brings viewers into the preseason with unparalleled access to the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Go behind the scenes with Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the legendary Dark Side defense as they prepare to make another run at the NFL title. See how the best in the world take the hype and pressure head-on. Your football fix starts here with the personalities and challenges that define a championship team. Bonds will be built. Bloopers will be captured. Hard Knocks Training Camp with the Seattle Seahawks premieres Tuesday, August 4th at 9 p.m. on HBO Max.
I remember it was like 2015, 16, somewhere around there. And Rodney Hudson, our center, had just went to Oakland. And there was a big question, like, Raiders. Oh, man, where are we going to go with centers? And I'm like, man, I went up to John Dorsey, who was our GM at the time. I was like, John, I know a center. He might be tied up with another team right now, but I know a center. If you want to go get him, I think you'd fit in perfectly.
You tried to get the Chiefs to trade for him?
1,000% every year.
Well, not now. Now you guys got Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, no, we don't need you now. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by our friends at Fireball, the pound-for-pound undisputed champions of the world. Whoa. A wonderful and delightful cinnamon delight. New episodes of New Heights come to you every single Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. But subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show. Jason, talk to us, brother. What we got coming up?
Yeah, we got another great episode, Trav. We got some free agency news to touch on between the Eagles and Chiefs. We get on all these rumors surrounding the Eagles and Chiefs.
A lot of rumors.
As well as a fantastic interview with my man, Rich Eisen. Unfortunately, Trav could not be there. He wasn't at the combine for this one.
That's my guy.
But, man, it's a doozy. And after that, we're also going to touch on a little bit of Pokemon, I guess.
Pokemon. Is it Pokemon or Pokemon?
It's Pokemon.
I think it depends on where you're at in the world.
But first, as always, new news. Still a top 5 podcast, despite fighting off all these basketball and free agency live sports podcasts. And it's thanks to all of you. The 92%ers have kept this show going strong in the offseason. So thank you for tuning in. Before we get to comments, we're going to tell you guys the biggest news.
The biggest.
We're officially doing a live show.
It's live.
That's right. For the draft, the Wednesday before Thursday, round 1.
That usually happens. Wednesday comes before Thursday.
That's right. In Kansas City, we're going to be doing a live episode on April 26th at the Kansas City Music Hall.
April 26th at the Kansas City Music Hall. We're really doing this, huh? I mean, those are dates and a venue. That means we're really doing this Wednesday, April 26th at the Kansas City Music Hall.
Yeah, it's going to be produced by the Wave Sports Entertainment crew, as well as being brought to you by Live Nation.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now.
It's real deal.
This is intense.
I don't know if we're ready for this, but it's going to happen. New Heights Live in person, and all of our usual bullshit. So we will have some surprise guests. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways, and hell, maybe we'll even sign your baby.
We're going to have a little baby signing station.
That's right.
Bring your baby and bring earmuffs for them, because we are not censored and we are live.
Tickets are going to be available for purchase via Ticketmaster starting Friday, March 24th at 10 a.m.
Ooh.
And I don't know how big the venue is.
That's 2 days before it jumps off. That's going to be that's going to to be crazy.
No.
We're going to see.
March 24th. The event is April 26th. That's going to be a month
and 2 days before. That's going to be wild. At 10 a.m. Is that Eastern time? I'm assuming it's Eastern time.
I mean, the whole world runs on Eastern time other than
The Midwest, and the Mountain Time, and the Pacific.
When you say 10 a.m.,
except
10
for
a.m.
everybody outside of the Eastern Time Zone.
Yeah, but when somebody says 10 a.m. without specifying, what do they mean?
Midwest. Central Time.
All right, let's get to the fan mentions of the week. We had a lot of comments this week. A lot of you seem to enjoy the Harry Potter talk, although some people thought it was a little weird that a sports talk show was talking about Harry Potter. But nonetheless, nonetheless, we got a lot of buzz, as well as our Workaholics poop dollar conversation. It got so much buzz. It was commented on by Blake Anderson. I think we all know Blake from Workaholics. Felt honored that he was inspired to comment on that little clip on Instagram, as well as Backstreet Boy Kevin Richardson.
Which big Chiefs fan, baby. Big Chiefs fan.
I'm going to be honest. I was always more of a Backstreet Boy than an NSYNC boy. I don't know.
You were.
Where were you at?
That was the battle in the house. Yeah, no, I had the NSYNC album. That was like the battle in the house, man. You had the
You're
Backstreet
just
album.
taking NSYNC now because you're buddies with Justin Timberlake. That's the only reason you're taking NSYNC.
No.
We were blaring that back streets back. All right.
Dun, 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 dun. The fact that you're calling yourself a boy band fan right now is fucking.
I mean,
yeah,
I wasn't a boy. I was a boy band fan then. I'm not a boy band fan necessarily now. But I feel like when you grow up with them, you retain that knowledge.
That 90s era was a little different, man.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees,
Ooh,
Cincinnati, Nick Lachey.
All right, I see you, Jason. You know you're going to O-Town.
I'll never forget when I was on a bus to some summer camp and somebody told me about Backstreet Boys. I was like, what the heck is Backstreet Boys? And then I listened to it and I was like, this stuff's pretty good.
You were like, oh, this is Backstreet Boys?
I got told in the same bus ride about Backstreet Boys and WWF, two things I had known nothing about. And they both ended up being an enormous part of my childhood. So thank you to the skinny kid that was sitting next to me. I forget what your name is. But, it was awesome.
He was a skinny kid, though. You need to eat.
Yeah.
You got to eat, kid. If you want to be
I'll tell you what, he knew his WWF and his Backstreet Boys.
Let's do it, man. I love it. Shout out to Kev Richardson, man.
Why did you like NSYNC more?
Gosh, man. I mean, JT just had that star power, man. He just had that star power.
He did. Yeah.
He had the star power.
You've always been more of a dancer, and I feel like NSYNC was definitely a more choreographed dancing crew, whereas Backstreet really just focused on the vocals.
I can see that, though. I can see where you're going with that. Definitely more flashy, for sure. I mean,
right?
Yeah, for sure. And I was a big Mickey Mouse Club kid.
No, you were not.
Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Were they all in Mickey Mouse Club?
I don't know if Britney Spears was. I know Christina Aguilera
I don't think she was. Yeah. There's some other people.
Somebody else in there.
Goofy?
Who am I thinking of? Who else was in there?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I forget. There was one other.
They were all in there along with Ryan
Gosling. That's the one I was missing. I knew it. I knew it was a star-studded crew.
I remember seeing those little videos of him in Mickey Mouse Club when La La Land was making the rounds.
Look at you.
Great movie.
Look at you. I think La La Land won an Oscar.
Yeah, I didn't even need to go to the Oscar party. Saw that. All right. But what we really got everyone going last week was obviously the Harry Potter segment. The Jason Kelsey sorting hat of NFL players into Hogwarts houses. Yeah, for some reason, a bunch of people thought that I belonged in Hufflepuff, which is preposterous. Let me tell you, what's crazy about the Hogwarts houses and just really Harry Potter genre, they've had to expand it for all the fans. Right. So now Hufflepuff actually has like a meaning and like a reason. But I read the books. All right. You ain't fooling me. There was Gryffindor, there was Slytherin, there was Ravenclaw. And literally in the books, it says, and Hufflepuff took all the rest. Hufflepuff is just leftovers. All right. The smarties were in Ravenclaw, the goodies were in Gryffindor, and the baddies were in Slytherin. It's as simple as that. You don't need to overcomplicate this. And I ain't no fucking Hufflepuff. All right.
There ain't nothing wrong with leftovers, Jason. I love some good leftovers.
Listen, you need leftovers. Everybody needs leftovers.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need
I'm a little bit too ambitious, though. Everybody's playing this Harry Potter game and thinking Hufflepuff is some noble house to be in. It's not a noble house to be in. All righty. We also asked Twitter to give us the name of this Harry Potter book and of the Harry Potter book of this picture. And you guys did not disappoint.
No, there were some good ones. There were some good
Matthew
ones.
Neary, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fireball. I think Fireball is going to like that name. We also got Harry Potter and the Magic House from J.J. Martinez, clearly drawing inspiration from Travis's new Hogwarts house, the Magic House.
Harry Potter's real house.
We also got Stephen Gallone, Harry Potter and the Cursed Jabronis. I like that. That's my favorite one so far.
Baby.
Haley Crane, Harry Potter and the Fight for Hermione. Not bad. Right over your head? Yeah.
Right over it.
That's all right. We'll move on. Boom and Soon, Harry Potter and the Masters of the Wonder League.
Ooh, I don't know if we're Masters of Wonder League, man, but I can see that's a fun name to
We're
say.
certainly not.
Masters of Wonder League is a fun one.
Kirk Cousins probably is, being a Ravenclaw guy.
Yeah. Didn't
Bill
Colt
Belichick's
McCoy? Didn't Colt
definitely
McCoy like ace it? Didn't he like?
I don't know, Trav. I know that Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think, got like a perfect score, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go. That's what I meant. I don't know if it goes in the A, B, C, D realm. So ace it might have been the wrong one to say, but yeah, that's what I was going for, Jason.
They're both white quarterbacks. Yeah, they look alike. We also got Harry Potter and the Tush Push by Kmart.
The Tush Push.
Yeah. Of all of them, I like the Cursed Jabronis. That's my favorite. Or the Goblet of Fireball. Actually, I'm lying. I like Harry Potter and the Magic House.
The Magic House.
Something simple about it. Now, because we love doing these kinds of segments with you guys, and somehow we actually got Trav to kind of take part in the Harry Potter segment, which he had no previous knowledge of or anything.
Dude, I love that ride at Disney World.
We also got another one coming up later in this show, but right now we actually got to talk some football first.
Ooh, that is right. We got a good one.
Actually, we got to talk about. No, that's right. Did you post what house you got in? Or is that just something that we know?
No, that's just something we know because I felt way too much of a dweeb to actually tweet out that I made a profile on HarryPotter.com just to take a test that I had no idea what it was even asking me. I was in a whole different world there for about 10 minutes.
In the words of the great Maury Povich, what did the test results reveal?
I don't even know what that reference was. And now I'm scared to tell you. I was a Gryffindor. I was in Harry Potter's house. And there was honestly, there was
There's
nothing
a lot of people
to skew it.
There's a lot of people saying you belonged in Slytherin.
I immediately called out Jason for when he said that he was in Gryffindor because it's like, if you know what house you want to be in, you can skew the answers of the test to like be in that house. So I think Jason kind of skewed his answers.
I don't
know
went in blind.
True.
I just answered everything honest.
I was just clicking on shit.
I said I wanted to walk through the forest path.
I was a big forest path too. Yeah.
I mean, we both got in Gryffindor, so I think we had a lot of similar
all right,
answers.
So anybody that wants to be in Gryffindor, just pick forest path.
Well, stop giving away the answers. We don't want anybody to get into Gryffindor that doesn't belong in Gryffindor, Travis. That's how you fuck up Gryffindor. You're going to have Slytherins all wandering the halls, or much worse, Hufflepuffs. All righty, let's get on to the football segment of this show.
Let's tee up the bold topics. No longer 12 bold topics because we don't know how many topics we're even talking about.
Who knows how
anymore.
many topics we're getting into?
So let's sprinkle in the recap of all the NFL free agency tabs. If that sentence even made sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. And we're going to start with the Chiefs.
Let's start with the Chiefs, baby. Who haven't we talked about yet?
The Chiefs have officially signed from last week. Defensive end Charles Omenihu signed a 2-year contract with a value of $20 million. $10 million a year. Must be a pretty good defensive end.
$20 million.
Where was he from? Is that the guy that was in San
Francisco?
Dude, that's a good player. You're going to enjoy that guy.
Yeah, we are.
Runs games really well. Explosive. Comes inside on third down. Good player.
Talk to us,
safety Mike Edwards signed a 1-year, $3 million deal to solidify the back end of the Chiefs.
I like it. I like that. That pickup is good, man. He's a ball hawker, man. He
doesn't
can go
like
up and catch it. I
solidifying that
like
back
defensive backs that can catch the football, and Mike is one of them.
Are you sure?
There's nothing more frustrating than seeing a guaranteed pick just
drop.
Go right through someone's.
I
just
agree.
Hit somebody right in the chest.
I agree. Yep.
How did we get here?
It's a disheartening feeling.
No, I like that pickup a lot, man. And obviously, we lost my guy Juan Thornhill to the Cleveland Browns, baby. He's up in Cleveland.
Going to Cleveland?
He's in the homeland, baby.
He's going to live on the west side or the east side. All those guys live on the west side.
They're all west side guys. You already know if we ever went back to Cleveland, we'd be east siders for life. But sure. I respect it. There's no freeways on the east side. You can't get anywhere fast. So I get it.
Juan isn't the only guys you guys lost. You guys lost quite a bit. Andrew Wiley signed with the Commanders.
My guy.
$24 million deal.
Big Drew.
Colin Saunders.
I love it, Andrew, man. We're going to miss him a lot. Colin Saunders, another dude that I absolutely love. These are like locker room favorites, man. Like it's going to be interesting.
This is the hard part. When you're a good team, you realize that a lot of these players are going to get picked up. Whenever you've done well and win the Super Bowl, usually means you play pretty well.
Yep. That's
teams
usually
want
how it
those
goes.
guys in their locker rooms.
Sir Bank.
Yeah, Sir Banky is gone. Agreed to a 3-year deal worth up to $14.5 with the Saints.
Deserves every bit of it, man.
The big one, obviously, is Orlando Brown. Signed a 4-year, $64 million contract that includes $31 million signing with
It stings.
the Bengals.
It stings. He went to the dark side.
He's officially in Slytherin.
He went to the dark side.
How do you feel about this?
It hurts. Hurts my soul, man. It hurts my soul. It's like watching your best friend just turn evil on you.
Yeah. It's kind of how we felt when Javon signed with the 49ers last week.
Yeah, that's tough, man. He obviously, I mean, the past like 2 years we've struggled beating the Bengals. So there's been a lot of like buildup and emotion of like, I would say not necessarily hate, but just like dislike towards the Bengals because they keep beating us and they keep talking about it every time they do. So it's like, man, to see him go to the dark side, man, it's an awkward feeling. Obviously, hope that he has a absolute Hall of Fame career. You know what I mean? Wish nothing but the best for OB. He was an unbelievable leader, an unbelievable teammate on and off the field. We got countless memories that I'll fucking cherish. But obviously, him going to the dark side, it's on and popping, OB.
Do you think the mayor helped recruit him?
I have no idea if the mayor is he even still the mayor. I thought he resigned. And then we lost Juju Smith-Schuster to the New England Patriots, which that hurt, man. Another guy that came in was really the leader of that wide receiver group for us last year, to be a first year guy on the team and to kind of, take the group and really just set the tone for work ethic and attention to detail and things like that for a lot of the young guys. Can't say enough about what Juju was for us last year, and I'm sure he's just going to transition that over to New England and help New England be a better team, man, without a doubt. Happy he got paid. You can't hate, you know what I mean? You can't help but appreciate guys that you love go out and get paid, man.
Hell yeah.
And all the guys that you just listed right there, Andrew Wiley, Colin Saunders, Juan Thornhill, Orlando Brown, Juju, all those guys, man. I love to see those guys get paid, man.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think he introduces Belichick to TikTok finally? The big TikTok guy?
I don't know. It sounds like a fun challenge, though. Dude, Juju, you got to get Bill on a TikTok, man. Just do a quick one. Just do a quick one. He doesn't even know he's on it. You know what I mean? Just kind of flash him, flash the camera on him. Moving on to the Eagles, who have been busy since we last talked.
Boy, have we.
The guys that have officially been signed are a big one. Marcus Mariotta signed a 1-year deal with the Eagles, $5 million that could reach up to $8 million. A guy that the Eagles have been trying to get since 2015. You guys almost traded your entire organization just to get this guy in the draft. Chip Kelly has been
those are the
dying.
rumors.
He's been dying to get this guy to the Eagles, and he finally got what he wanted. The Eagles finally pick him up.
I don't know that. Yeah,
I don't know if he still wants him there. But either way, Marcus is, he sent me home in the playoffs one time. He's a great quarterback. I think it's a fun pickup for you guys. I think he's a guy that, can come in and win you guys ball games if needed and run a Jalen Hurts style offense.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is obviously he's had a lot of success in the league, former top pick overall, and he can do the read option. He did it all in college. That's why Chip was rumored to be interested in him, if not for sure interested in him in 2015. He'll be able to do some things that we'd like to do with Jalen Hurts and won't have to completely change things up. So, excited to see and meet Marcus Mariotta. I've never met them. So,
yeah, me neither. I don't think I might have just dapped him up one time in the Pro Bowl. Fletcher Cox resigns, which was a huge guy to bring back, obviously big time leader and a legend in the city of Philadelphia.
He was the one we were waiting for.
$1 million.
We were waiting for him.
1 year, $10 million worth every freaking penny. Fletch weighed in on our Nick Sirianni interview, actually.
That's right, yeah.
He tweeted in quotes, "It be your own people." In response to the clip of Sirianni saying he lied about putting in Cox to QBC play.
Sometimes, you just gotta give guys energy and let them down easy.
Well, that ain't right. Well, that ain't right. But it's definitely good, always good to have a guy like Fletcher Cox on the freaking roster, man. That dude's a beast. But guys got a few cornerbacks. Greedy Williams agreed to a 1-year contract. James Bradbury agreed to come back for 3 years, and so did Darius Slay. Big play Slay. After pump faking everybody. All right, dude, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I thought he was gone.
On Twitter, I thought he was gone. It was a done deal.
What's up, y'all? I'm in this thing for $42 million. With $23 million guaranteed. You got a nice little payday for the next 3 years, brother. Congrats, man. Obviously a big fan of Slay. He came in the same year, man. Hold it down for 2013, baby. He actually he did tweet goodbye to Philly before re-signing, which is always
I'm aware. I thought it was fun. Over.
Yeah, I thought it was over. I mean, the whole entire world did, and then Slay just slid back right into that Slay slide right back in there.
Oh, would I say that?
What? Jennifer Slay tweeted that you were her favorite Eagle outside of Darius.
That's very nice. I think that is only because I'm married to Kylie, because Kylie and Jennifer have, at least on Kylie's side, she loves Jennifer. Nice. And so I feel like this is 100% just Kylie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get attached to people and you start cheering for. Yeah.
No doubt.
So it's going. But you guys have officially said goodbye to a few guys, and that's always the hard part. Zach Pascal signed a 2-year deal with the Cardinals. Isaac
Pascal. Isaac Seumalo. Yeah, this is the one that hurts, obviously, our O-line room. Isaac's been here for a long time, ever since 2016 season. So, signed a 3-year, $24 million contract with the Steelers, back with Andy Weidel, who's in that front office now. I think it just hurts when you lose a guy that you know is a really, really good player, such an important piece to your room, and just a great friend. I think Steelers are getting a bargain, man. This dude is an unbelievable player. I'm happy that he's getting paid. But, man, this guy can do everything. He can do center, guard. You guys are really, really going to enjoy having Isaac Seumalo up there in Pittsburgh.
That's a huge chess pieces at the O-line, man. I mean, you can move guys anywhere. Yeah, that's big time. But
well, he's a pretty darn good guard. So one of the best in the league. Surprised, but Well,
more power to you, Isaac. Go ahead and enjoy Pittsburgh, man. Have some what's in Pittsburgh? Go and get some
Permane Brothers.
There you go. Go get some Permane Brothers, baby. Miles Saunders agreed to a 4-year deal to the Colts, right? He's over there with our guy Frank Wright.
Can you pronounce one of my teammates' names right?
Is it not
Zach
Saunders?
Pascal, Isaac Seumalo, Miles Sanders.
It's Sanders.
Do you watch any of our games?
Saunders.
You're just getting confused with Colin Saunders.
Kelsey, Kels. It's all the same, man.
All right.
I'm sorry, Miles, if I've been saying your name wrong this entire time. A big fan. I really am. All right. So, yeah, he's with the Panthers. Let's go, Miles.
No, excited for Miles. He's a big part of our offense, obviously. I think that, he was a guy that whenever we called his number, he showed up. And I'm just excited for him to get an opportunity and get paid. He's an unbelievable player. Did you hear that?
Did I? How can you not hear that? It's amazing. It just comes out of nowhere, just like a
Curly. It's all right, Why? It's all right, Kai.
Keep going. All right. So linebacker Kaiser White. Did I say that one wrong?
Yep. No, you nailed that one.
Nice. Knew it.
Kaiser.
Signing a 2-year deal with the Cardinals. Getting out there. So you guys lost 2 safeties, 2 linebackers. So you guys kept your corners and lost 2 safeties, who we were getting to next. Marcus Epps and CJ Gardner-Johnson. Both of them. Epps went to the Raiders, came into our division. So it'll be a challenge going up against him twice a year. And then, Gardner-Johnson went to the Lions with an interesting scenario.
This is the hot topic right now in Philadelphia. Obviously, re-signed James Bradbury, Darius Slay, and Gardner-Johnson, unfortunately, walks. And Fletcher Cox. We signed Fletch, too.
Yeah.
So, CJ, unbelievable, really, really good young player. Signed an $8 million deal with the Lions.
Can't complain
his
about
agent
that.
tweeted the terms that they were negotiating with the Eagles, which is, I thought, very odd. I don't think I've ever really seen an agent tweet out contract negotiations, especially ones that weren't agreed to. Like, is a kind of a, I don't know, just never seen that move done.
Was he trying to clear the air? Like, I didn't screw
obviously
this up?
Eagles fans are upset that we didn't re-sign CJ, and there was leaked that the terms that he turned down was a 3-year, $24 million deal, which if you do the math on that, it's 8 per year. But I think what it doesn't say is he kind of said that it was like all backloaded, like $17 million in year 3. He just wanted to say basically I didn't screw up this contract negotiation, which I don't know if he did or didn't. I know that CJ's worth a lot more than $8 million a year as a player. Dude's a baller, but there's a lot of things that have to fall in place. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what else I want to say on it.
Good luck to CJ, dog. That's the best.
Sure.
That's the best you could put it. I hate to see situations kind of unfold like they did. If that's if that's really the case. But like you said, he's a great football player, and he's going up into Detroit where they got a great team of
Detroit
defense that flies around. So I mean, he's not going to a bad scenario.
No, he's going to a great scenario, and they got better this offseason. I mean, Detroit was really, really good at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They
Campbell, baby. They
finished on a pretty dang good note. I think there's a very bright future up there in Detroit, and you guys just got an unbelievable player there for a steal. If you just look at his playing ability, no question about it.
So free agency questions. Is having an agent versus a player repping themselves when it comes to free agency, is there do you have any opinions on which one's better, or if it's silly to just kind of player rep?
I think most people should definitely have an agent without question.
You almost dove into player repping.
I did. Yeah. Right? Early on when I was redoing my first contract, I was thinking about trying to do it myself, talk to my agent really to fire him. And we came to an agreement. And man, it's the best thing I ever did because they got me more money than I thought I was going to get. And
you would have definitely signed a deal for
I would have definitely for sure. They threw over the first offer, and I was like, "All right, let's sign this puppy." And then they were like, "Jason, we can get more out of this. You don't sign the first offer, silly.
You don't." That's what I've been doing. I see that's a lot of money. I'll take that I'll take that as fast as possible. Can I sign that now before it's off the table?
I think it's beneficial for most players to have an agent. Now there are some guys that are doing it without an agent. Shout out to Laramie Tunzel, who's signing great contracts by himself.
That a boy.
I mean, just very impressive. But I think it's beneficial for a number of reasons. One is hopefully they oversee the deal. They have connections. They know what you're worth, like all of these things.
Yeah.
But then also it's nice to just have a buffer between you and the team so that, the business side can remain kind of separate from you. You know what I mean?
You already know.
Somebody comes to me, they're like, "Hey, why haven't you responded to the whatever?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't have nothing to do with that. That's my man JB's handling that. I'm just here to play football.
I ain't got nothing. I'm just here so I don't get fined."
So I think, I do think it's important for most guys. Now, I do think they should make the agent process harder to get. I think there's a lot of bad agents. I really do. I think a lot of guys get misinformed. I think free agency is hard to navigate in general because there's a lot of competition. Usually there's a top tier of guys that every team is going to go after that is in need of that position and has the cap to. And then, after that, money kind of dries up quick. And, a lot of guys end up signing deals in the market that quite frankly, I think is below what they should be at. Yeah. And, I think a lot of that sometimes comes down to the agent just misinforming them or trying to drag it out. And then all of a sudden you just don't have an option. And I think that happens across the league to a lot of guys, quite frankly. I think they should make it much more difficult to get an agent's license and certification. I think there's a lot of bad agents across the NFL. I think there's a lot of misinformed players. Guys sign bad contracts. I mean, the numbers that are released don't tell the whole story, which is one of the things that I can't stand. Like, "Oh, do you believe they signed that guy for that?" And I'm like, dude, that might not be that. That could be half of that. You have no idea what the terms of this deal are. I cannot, and agents will tell the team to release, you got to release the high number. My guy needs to be a top 3 guy so that they can go recruit more guys. I'm like, there is way too much, honestly, bull crap on the side of agents and things that are released in the media just to artificially inflate things. Yeah. And it's misleading. It's misleading to players. In my opinion, the NFLPA should do more about this. I think the NFLPA does a great job in general. I'm not here to crush the NFLPA. I think that they should be making the agent process much more difficult and getting better representatives.
Weed out the bad ones, man.
Yeah, man.
Find a way to weed out the bad ones.
There's too many guys that I think are not represented well.
And on top of that, if there is a situation like I want to get Laramie on here and let's talk about what his situation is. You know what I mean?
That is a great point.
I would love to know how he's trusting it because there's no way I can trust myself to look over a contract or anything like that. So there's got to be some type of legal team that he is teaming up with.
Yeah, what he probably does, he pays a lawyer or a law firm a certain law hourly rate or whatever it is to look over the contract and make sure everything's dotted. Yeah. I would bet. But I think it does help when you're like the best tackle in the NFL and you're going to make
everybody
top
wants
dollar.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's able to, he's got a big hammer there being as good as he is.
Do you find out what's going on in the Eagles organization as like it comes across through like Adam Schefter and everybody, or do you kind of know like ahead of hand?
Sometimes you find out over the media. Actually, the majority of the time you find out over media, I would say.
Yeah.
And then I think sometimes, though, there's some moves that happen that throughout the week you've kind of heard rumblings of, or, it's been leading to that direction. Or you've heard going into free agency, you've heard through the grapevine that, we're interested in this guy or this guy.
Who is it?
And then when it happens, you're like, oh,
that
doesn't.
Give us an example. Give us an example.
I don't want to do that. I think sometimes sometimes you don't know. I mean, the team doesn't know, so you can't know everything. I mean, these things are happening, on a deal by deal basis. They might want one guy, then all of a sudden he's gone and it's on to the next one and you don't have a clue what's happening. So it's just kind of similar to the draft a little bit, but you have even less control in the draft.
Yeah. Unless I have like a random conversation with somebody who's in a situation like that and they kind of spill the beans on where everything is, or if I just randomly like hit up Brett Veach every single day in the offseason to figure out what we're doing with the Chiefs, he'll sometimes tell me.
I'll tell you what is a good way to know who you're kind of targeting in free agency is if they ask, or if you kind of get told that they're interested in a guy and you kind of help with the recruiting process.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when, Jeff Stoutland told me that they were interested in getting Brandon Brooks. I'm like, dude, please get this dude here. He would be so beneficial. He's an unbelievable player, big, strong, fast. So I made sure I'm texting Brandon Brooks throughout free agency.
Nice. And he came.
And he came. I think it was probably the money, but it's nice to let somebody know you want to play with them. And I definitely wanted to play with him.
For sure. Yeah, no, I remember it was like 2015, 16, somewhere around there. And there was Rodney Hudson, our center, had just went to Oakland. And there was a big question like, Raiders. Oh, man, where are we going to go with centers? And I'm like, man, I went up to John Dorsey, who was our GM at the time. I was like, John, I know a center. He might be tied up with another team right now, but I know a center. If you want to go get him, I think you'd fit in perfectly.
You tried to get the Chiefs to trade for me?
1,000% every year.
Well, not now. Now you guys got Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, no, we don't need you now. But before Creed and honestly before Mitch Morse, but it was there was at one point in time where I think there actually was a call or a conversation and didn't go very far.
That almost happened. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
All right.
It was a call that never came close. But that was about as far as me trying to recruit Jason Kelce gone. Right. But yeah, I feel like the free agent, you got to be able to talk to somebody, call somebody and have a conversation with them, make them feel comfortable about where they're signing and stuff like that. That just goes with being a good teammate, reaching out to guys and that have just signed or, all that is just making sure you set the tone for the chemistry when everybody walks in the building, man.
For sure. I'll tell you what I'm not good with, though. I'm not good with goodbyes. I got to text some of these guys. We lost a lot of great players with the Philadelphia Eagles. The guys have been they've been important people to our organization. I think, it sucks. That's the sad part about free agency is it's sad and happy. You're happy guys are getting paid. You're happy guys are doing well. But obviously, you don't want to lose any teammates. You kind of want to play with these guys forever, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I'm with you, brother. Most interesting part of free agency to you so far? What was the most interesting one? We got maybe Rodgers to the Jets.
Yeah, I think the Rodgers situation with the Jets and Packers, that's the most interesting one to me.
Yeah, it's pretty
how that's going to go down.
Another Hall of Fame quarterback in the AFC. Gotta love it. Zeke released by Dallas. Man, that's
last play he ever had in a Dallas uniform is.
It's a hard one to swallow right there. Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins.
That's
big. That was interesting because they they're only a year away from that Super Bowl, and that defense looked like they were a stellar top-tier defense. I think Bobby Wagner left. Jalen Ramsey leaves. The only one left now is Aaron Donald, and he's said on camera, he said he doesn't really need football anymore, so it's got to make sense for him to play.
I think one that isn't really on here, but I think it should be, is the Chicago Bears Panthers trade for DJ Moore in the first round. I think Chicago's low-key this offseason. They're making some moves.
Yeah,
they're signing some good players.
That GM came from KC.
He's doing some good things, and they got some really good draft picks ahead of them, as well as they've given Fields. They've given Fields some tools now to be successful on offense. So I really think that they've made a lot of good moves, and it also kind of tells you what they're going to do in Carolina. Frank Reich down there, I guarantee, former quarterback.
Frank Reich's in Carolina, man.
We just talked about it.
I think that'll be an interesting scenario. Obviously, Derek Carr to the Saints. I mean, shout out to the Saints for giving him another chance, man. I think he got a bad rap in Oakland and in Vegas.
If you look at the stats, he's been one of the best quarterbacks over a decade. He's been great.
I base football off of guys that can just, in time, make decisions that change the exact anything that's going on. So me and Derek were playing in a Pro Bowl out in Hawaii together, and by the end of the first quarter, really the middle of the second quarter, the defense that you're playing has seen every single player that you got. Sure. Unless you have like a trick play in your back pocket that you want to fucking pull out at some point, you just have it. So it's like you got to start improving if you want to make something shake. So I'm telling Derek Carr that I'm gonna run this route, I'm gonna run that route, and I think I had like 180 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Is this the one? Did Derek Carr get you that Kia?
No, he didn't.
Derek Carr got you that Kia?
Andy Dalton did, and that was another Buns stat of like 3 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown got me a free car. But Derek Carr got me the most yards that I ever had in a Pro Bowl.
I will say,
he threw 2 tutties, and he was just out there improv. I was supposed to run a corner. I told him I'm about to run a corner post, and he was like, "All right, deal." And he threw that thing right on the money, right on time, tutty.
I will say, I don't know much about what happened with the Raiders and Derek Carr. He had a lot of good numbers. Everybody I've talked to that's played with the guy has good things to say about him. Offensive linemen, skill players. So, hopefully it works out in New Orleans. They got a pretty good team surrounding them too. That team really, what they're missing was a quarterback. Their defense has been and still is a very, very solid defense. Offensively, they've struggled to move on after Drew Brees. So hopefully Derek Carr can be the answer.
Well, I mean, Derek Carr's got to battle it out. Jameis Winston, famous Jameis.
That's right. Jameis was playing good before he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah, and he's thrown like 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in one season. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's not a good 1-to-1 ratio is bad though, right?
Hey, listen, Peyton Manning did it. Let's move on to free agency rumors. Let's get to what everyone wants to hear about, Jason, what we know about the free agency rumors. And we got a big one in the Eagles rumors. You guys just brought in Texas running back, the number 1 kind of rated running back, Bijan Robinson.
Yes, sir. I was actually lifting this morning, saw him in the building, met him.
Nice.
Well, let me tell you, looks the part.
Ooh.
Looking pretty good.
Listen, that's half of you can pass the eye test.
Hey.
You got a chance.
First test, eye test.
All right now. Doesn't mean anything. Absolutely means absolutely nothing.
No, I mean, I think that means we're drafting him, right? That's what that means.
That does not.
Bringing him. Why would we bring him into the building if we're not drafting?
Because you bring in everyone. You're going to bring in probably the top 5 running backs if you're bringing in running backs. So this is a part of the draft process. They bring in all of the draftees, not necessarily all of them, but you got up to 30 team visits that you can go on as a draftee, and you kind of pick and choose the ones that fit your skill set the best, I would assume, or give you the best chance to get the highest draft pick.
That's adorable. You had 30 choices.
No, you get
the
up to
teams
30,
get
right?
30.
The teams get 30. See, this is news to me. You want to start this over?
I think.
So the teams get 30 guys to bring in, and they brought in Bijan Robinson. Nice. Yeah, you guys are definitely drafting him first round.
Yeah, I think that's what that means.
100%. It also could mean something else because the San Francisco 49ers brought me in on a team visit. And I remember Jim Harbaugh coming up to me with excitement. No, they came up to me pumped up, a lot of energy, shook his hand. We talked about some Euclid Beach in his early years, going to Cleveland for the summers. Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and John Harbaugh used to go up to Euclid Beach in the summers, man. It was cool talking a little Cleveland talk with him. But he, the first thing he did was shake my hand, grab my arm, and kind of size me up, look me up and down. Did not pass the eye test. Because who did they draft? Vance McDonald, who 1,000% passed the eye test.
Yeah, it's a good eye test, guy.
It's a good eye test. If I get A+, eye test, A+. Plus. The guy was a freak in nature, man. He's an absolute beast. And then, yeah, where else? Do you have any fun?
I went 2 places, I think. Well, 3. I went to St. Louis, Kansas City, and then the Philadelphia Eagles were my last stop. It was very late in the process.
Wow.
I went to Capitol Grill with Howard Mudd and Eugene Chung. And I was like, what is this crazy offensive line coach, Howard Mudd? He's a very unique person, to say the least. Yeah. And, I knew that he had coached Jeff Saturday for years, who obviously was one of the guys that I looked up to as an undersized center coming out of college. I thought it went good. It felt like it went well.
Well, it did, because they ended up drafting you.
They did, yeah. Met Andy first time.
Was his stash bright red then, or was it kind of like starting to change a little bit?
It was big red.
Big red. All right, now I got another good one. But the other hardball went to the Ravens. The Ravens asked me to come in. I go to the Ravens facility. I'm meeting everybody. I meet Harbaugh. We're talking about Euclid Beach again. And
Harbaugh brothers just love talking to you.
No, we had some good convos. And it was they were awesome. They were just awesome guys. Obviously, John was also at the University of Cincinnati as well. He stopped through there. But I met one of the guys that I had I don't want to say idolized. I just always looked up to, because Uncle Don, our uncle, who also played college ball.
Purdue.
He was up in Cleveland and ran into Ozzie Newsome, or went to a signing that Ozzie Newsome was at. And Ozzie Newsome at the time was the GM of the Baltimore Ravens. And he went to the signing when Ozzie was playing for Cleveland. So obviously a Hall of Fame Cleveland Browns tight end. And he got a picture signed to the Kelsey boys with Ozzie Newsome's signature on, as him dunking on somebody in the end zone. And man, I was excited to meet Ozzie and tell him, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm a Cleveland kid.
Such a big fan.
I saw you. This is like, I see this picture in my mind when I think of Ozzie Newsome just being a stud. And I walk into the room, and it was immediately sit down. I was just like, oh shit, I sit down. I stand straight like this. He hits the clicker on the TV, and it's like 6 plays in a row of just personal foul penalties.
You had a bunch in college.
Dude, I had way more, but it was at least one a game. And he went through it, and he paused it after the 5th one, just paused it, put the remote down, and just looked at me. He's like, son, are you an asshole? I just looked at him. I was like, well, after you just played all those clips, I don't want to
Clearly, I'm an asshole.
You know, you just showed me all these clips. I'm like, do I need to clean that up? Yeah, I need to clean that up. It's a 15-yard penalty. But I'm a good dude. I promise you I'm a good dude. I'm not hard to work with. I'm a team guy. I just play with a little bit of fire that I need to control sometimes. And, he was just kind of staring. He was like, yeah, man, we don't need assholes. I was just like,
well,
noted. And that was something that I had to work on, was those personal foul penalties. Still had a few in my earlier years. Hopefully I don't have any more. Kind of had one already last year, but we're moving on. We're moving. You know what I mean? We're doing better.
All right.
Another fun one real quick. I went to at the time, Washington Redskins, now the Washington Commanders. Mike Shanahan walked into that room not knowing a single thing about anybody. So I walk in, I meet
Mike Shanahan. All right.
I meet the offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan. And obviously Mike Shanahan, big Denver Broncos legend, right?
Yes.
Won all those Super Bowls with Elboy.
Yep.
And I'm meeting all these guys. I meet Kyle Shanahan as the OC. I'm like, oh man, nice to meet you, man. That guy was electric. He seemed really smart. And then I go in and I meet the tight end coach, and it's Sean McVay. I'm just like, damn, man, this dude has a lot of energy, man. That dude was really fun to talk to about football, man. And he seemed really excited about getting better. And then like I'm passing everyone in the hallways. They knock on the door, introduce me to Matt LaFleur. I'm like, dang, man, Matt, he seemed like he was like fun to work with too. Like, man, these dudes are all like young.
It's a good crew.
Fun, like a good energy. And then I go and meet the Don, who's Mike Shanahan, and he's talking to me about how the test that they just put me through, that I scored very high on like the problem solving tests. There was like this like puzzle, like the therapist sat in front of me, or a psychiatrist, I should say, one of those.
I'm not sure which one's right either. Yeah.
Put like puzzles in front of me and asked me to like decipher them or like figure them out and tell me why. And it was just like I was going through all of this, and it didn't last very long. But when I went into Mike Shanahan's office, he told me is like I was one of the highest graded on those, and I was like, oh man, that's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah,
I can problem solve, man.
Sounds great.
I'm good at getting out of problems. Does that mean I have a lot of problems? Like in my head, I'm like, I don't know if this
you just have a lot of experience of getting out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good thing. Screw it. Either way, they drafted Jordan Reed, who was a dog for quite a bit of time.
He was a dog.
Yeah, he was a dog.
They drafted him after you got drafted, though.
Correct. Very true. Yeah, that was a fun little kind of tour I went on, though, man. Had a fun time kicking it with Rex Ryan. I went on a lot of interviews because I had a red flag, and they wanted to get to the bottom of it.
They were like, we gotta interview this guy to check out what he's all about.
He has good film. Good film. Very interested in what this guy's been doing, though. Yeah, we also got some Chiefs rumors.
That's right. Chiefs rumors. Patrick Mahomes has mysteriously, well, not mysteriously, I guess, very subtly liking some tweets about DeAndre Hopkins and Odell Beckham Jr.
All right now.
One is from the new chief, Charles Omenihu, that says, DeAndre Hopkins, come on, fam. We waiting on you. Chiefs Kingdom.
Okay.
You like that?
I like that pound. Yeah, the pound. You said it like you were part of Chiefs Kingdom. I like that.
Well,
I've done it a few times. You cannot go wrong with a guy like D-Hop. I do know that he is with the Cardinals, so that might be tampering. I'm not sure what is qualified under tampering.
Just liking a tweet. I don't think that's tampering. Just liking a tweet.
All right. Never mind then. Well, no, I think our guy tweeted it. But either way.
Well, Yeah, it's definitely tampering. All right. The other is from Des Bryant that says, I wouldn't be surprised if Odell or D-Hop go to the Chiefs. I wouldn't be surprised if both guys go to the Chiefs.
Both?
Just double down there with the second part of that tweet. And
we got some dogs in the receiver room right now, though. That's the thing. I get it. Odell, D-Hop, top tier guys. Perennial.
You guys got all that money left to spend on receivers, right?
What money? Yeah, we don't have very much, I don't think. I don't know where our cap is right now or how close we are to it.
Have you liked any of their tweets?
I'm not big on Twitter. I'm not very big on Twitter, but when I do go on Twitter, I will like a tweet if it's not tampering.
I don't think liking a tweet's tampering.
Good point.
Tweeting a tweet could be perceived as tampering.
Well, here, I'll tell you this. This is what Brett Veach told me. He said that I'm not going to tell you.
Stay the fuck out of my way.
Don't fucking call me anymore about this, Travis. Stop calling me. All right. Sounds good.
I don't want your brother. Oh, no. Yeah, he looks good. Well, somebody he goes to his assistant. Will you keep Travis out of my office for the next couple weeks? All right. Players as. We've reached the segment where we have moved beyond football in some ways.
Oh, this is a new segment. Nice.
It is. Players as is a new segment. We obviously did the Hogwarts houses last week. This week, in honor of Risa Del Puerto on Twitter.
We're killing it with the pronunciation.
I think I got that
today, man.
All right. Since y'all did Hogwarts houses, can you please do NFL players as Pokemon? Yes, Rissa.
Pokemon.
Absolutely. Listen,
man, do you remember the Pokemon days?
I do. I remember.
Man, we were
on
my
Game Boy. I had the blue and the red one. Mm-hmm. Beat both of those games. I think there was like a gold one at some point.
Yellow, yeah.
That was like only Pikachu or something like that. I did them all. Anything on the Game Boy I did. I haven't done it since, well, actually, I take that back. I also did Pokemon Snap on Nintendo 64. Got all those Pokemon. So I've been catching them all for a long time. Trav, are you a big Pokemon guy? I already knew the answer to this.
Yeah, no, I was.
For the sake of the
I was
pod.
about it. I was about it because, you know what I mean, it was our childhood. But other than that, okay. I haven't really kept up with too much Pokemon since our childhood.
Who was your starter in Pokemon?
Who's my starter? If I could get a Charizard, man, I'm in.
Charizard, you don't start with Charizard. Charizard's the end product.
Damn it.
You get three choices. You get Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Those are the 3 original choices.
Well,
which one you start
Charmeleon.
with? Charmeleon's another, again, that's down the road. Can't go straight to Charmeleon. You got to start off with the adolescent years. You got to start off with the Charmander.
Charmander.
So you're a big fire guy.
Big fire guy.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Charmander was the first one I chose too. Something about fire is just more intimidating than water. And
it was like a dinosaur.
And leaves. Well, they're all Bulbasaur definitely is kind of dinosaurish.
Yeah, but he's not a fun one. He's like kind of like a what was Bulbasaur's?
Bulbasaur was kind of like your leaf eating. It's like a vegetarian. That's why I think I always went for the Charmander. Charmander seemed like a carnivore.
Yeah.
Who knows, really? Mm-hmm. And Squirtle, I mean, it's just hard to get. In hindsight, I like Squirtle a lot, but when you first start the game, Squirtle's not a big go-to.
You hear the name Squirtle, and you're just like, I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
So
what, we're going to squirt him to death?
Should have. Yeah. What do you got, a super soaker kid?
Real original. Water Pokemon named Squirtle. Yeah. All right, here we go. Right. We're going to get to the players as, okay? I guess we'll get to me and you last. Let's save us. The first one, I think this one's pretty obvious. We got A.J. Brown.
Oh, that's the easy one.
Yeah, I think we're going to go Machoke. On A.J. Brown.
He is a absolute. He looks. I mean it's A.J. Brown right there.
I think this one's pretty self-explanatory.
That's Swole Batman.
Pokemon's ripped. Swole Batman's ripped, and
yeah. No, that's. I mean,
one of these looks like the other.
A.J. Brown. I hope the NFL guys that were listening, nobody takes offense to this because this is. I hope you all take offense. This is all our producers. We had nothing to do with this.
I have something to do with it. They already got rid of mine. All right. Laramie Tunsil. This might be my favorite one. Is a good one. As, of course, coughing. This one, not so much for looks or temperament. It's more just, I think it's in reference to his iconic draft day video that really ruined his entire draft stock, which is terrible in hindsight.
Now, he's killing it now,
he's one of the best tackles in the NFL. He's making $24 million a year, whatever it is. Yeah, he's doing all right. So, yeah, Laramie Tunsil, coughing.
The gas mask, baby.
Lock it in. Tyreek Hill. What are you going? Who are you going with Tyreek Hill?
I'm going Pikachu. He is the most electric player in the National Football League. You can't say anything wrong about the guy. He is small version of the most electric player, and I think that's Pikachu in a nutshell. And honestly, Pikachu, Pokemon, I always thought Pikachu was like that, the main character. Was I wrong?
Yeah,
right?
you're not. I mean, in the show, he was the main character. I think Pikachu always got the most amount of love, and then there's obviously the one game where you had to play with him. Yeah. So I think Pikachu is for sure the iconic character when you think of Pokemon.
Lightning quick. And when you piss him
when you
off,
play with Super Smash Brothers, he would do that. He would do that little maneuver. And that reminds me of Tyreek Hill. So I think that's a good comp.
Thank you. I knew one, guys. I knew one.
Brady, you got to go with the best Pokemon of all time. The most powerful one. Mewtwo. That's right.
Dude, that looks like him right there.
You see it? Yep. You can see it almost in the cheekbones. Very Brady
underwear.
Cheekbones.
I actually have a pair of Brady underwears in that purple color right there. I got my Tom Brady's. I'm trying to be great out here, dog.
All right. Andy Reid.
I don't know this one.
This one's name is Alakazam. Look at that mustache. Looks just like Big Reed. Big Red right there with the mustache.
Yeah. We need to change him red. We need to just change him from yellow to red. And then that would be a perfect combination.
We're going to make a red Alakazam.
Either that or just a red mustache. That's pretty good right there.
Yeah, that'd be accurate. Trevor Lawrence
is a good one.
Trevor Lawrence.
Who we got?
I think you're going to like this one. I don't know if you know who this Pokemon is. We got Jakes. Look at that.
Stop it. What the fuck? I mean, it's the hair. It's the hair. It's fucked up, but it is 100% the hair.
George Kittle's also got a picture that works really well for Jinx.
He's got the locks. He's got the locks for sure. That's funny as fuck. Damn, sorry. Hey, listen, Trevor, man, I hope you don't take offense to it, bud.
Justin Herbert. Jolteon. I mean, this is...
okay. Chargers.
Yeah, that's the only reason this even works.
No, I see it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Electric Pokemon for an electric player who plays for the Bolts.
Who's Derwin James then? If he's a Charger, is there another Charger Pokemon? I feel like
there's a bunch of electric Pokemon, but I think the one that sums up Derwin James' attitude the most is Poliwrath. Look at him. He just looks like a bully.
What?
He hits you so hard that you start seeing that little spirals. You got pow, and then you're like, "What's going on?" And you're doing like
Derwin
this.
James is a bully because he powerbombed me. That's fucked up,
man. He does it to more than just you. He plays like a bully, no doubt.
Good point.
Antonio Brown.
AB, not in the league anymore. Who we got?
We got Gyarados. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. That's how I always said it.
I don't get it.
Well, Gyarados is well known for its fierce temper and reputation for causing nothing but destruction, which I think you see a pattern. And then, of course, Gyarados' iconic move is pool, where I think we all saw Antonio Brown whip out his Gyarados in that pool that one day. All righty. That's it. That's all we got. I don't know. There's nothing else we really got.
No. We got to get me and you.
Oh, yeah. Me and Travis. Do you want to do me?
Yeah, I'll do you. You're the snoring one. You're the fat boy.
One the big fat one. Of course. Snorlax.
Big fat boy that snores.
Listen, I'll take Snorlax. Snorlax was one of my favorite characters. I idolized Snorlax's refusal to get out of the house growing up. He just was not a big mover. And I've really been a big fan for a long time, Snorlax. So I will gladly be Snorlax. Trav.
Our entire childhood growing up. My entire childhood, you'd never realize this because you were asleep and you were a part of the snoring.
No,
you snored,
I realized it, Travis.
Mom snored,
I didn't snore growing
Dad
up. You're
snored.
Ridiculous.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I know for a fact you did.
All right.
I listened to you. It was like a choir at night. Everybody had their own tone.
There was
like
only
everyone
one
was
person.
together.
You and I both know there was only one person that was bringing the house down, and that's Mom. She was up on the third floor, and if we didn't close the little door that went up to the third floor, you weren't sleeping. She was, wall rattling snores was Mama Kelsey.
No, it was wild. It was wild. And then,
we know now she has sleep apnea. I didn't even know what that was at the time.
Her and Dad.
And then it turns out everybody's got sleep apnea in the family other than Trav.
Yeah. Well,
and I've been tested, and they said you don't. But I also snore, which I think means you do. So who knows?
Who am I? Which Pokemon am I?
Trav, you're a tough one because you're too handsome to really compare to a lot of Pokemon. But I think, so I tried to go the flanking route. Like which Pokemon is the most deceptive and the most trickery? Because you're a man of tricks. So I went with Mr. Mime. I think it's a great Pokemon. I think it really suits you. He has the ability to fit in really with any crowd. Very good at copying people and taking dance moves and just watching them and then doing them. So I'm going Mr. Mime.
I've just been a mime my whole life, man. I've just been running routes like receivers and acting like, I don't know. I guess, what that is that's a game day fit right there.
That is a game day fit. That looks like a game day fit made by like some Italian designer that was trying to change the way we look at fashion.
He looks like a mixture of like Pinocchio and, I don't know, some evil spirit. So
what designer would that be? Would that be Marnie?
That looks like a Marnie.
Marnie? Yeah.
Marnie? I could see Marnie getting
crazy
creative with it. Yeah.
Unique.
I could see that. That's pretty good though. The mime, the ultimate flagger. I'm just creating an illusion in front of you. I'm just creating an illusion.
This has got to be the least creative Pokemon, right?
It's they the only one with legitimately like an American put a human name on there. It's like an American. It's like, all right, Mr. Mime.
All right, we're running out of. We got 149 of these suckers. Where do we get the 150th from? I saw a mime on the street today, and I thought it might work out as a Pokemon. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Very odd to just have one human on there, and it's a mime.
Well, that's fun. That was fun. Players as. Let us know what you guys think of it. If you guys have any other Pokemon that you think me and Jason would be better suited with, please let us know. And keep shooting us with these players as. We like this segment. It's a fun segment for us.
Yeah, or if you have a better name for this segment, because players as seems a little off. So if you can think of a better name, we'll take that too. All right. We're going to get to the Rich Eisen interview, the reason everyone is here listening to this episode.
My guy.
Once again, the Rich and Eisen interview is brought to you by Accelerator Energy Drink.
And we're drinking the same one today. All right,
Orange Mango? What do you think? Dude, I drank one.
It's one of my favorites.
I drank a limeade one the other day.
Good one.
Dude, it was really good.
Yeah,
I don't know what the flavor was, but it was
cherry limeade.
That's it.
Cherry limeade. I know the
Dude, that
flavor
was a
by the
good
back
one.
of my hand. Berry lemonade. What else we got? Peach Paradise is another good one. Yeah, there's a few
Man,
good
you got
ones.
these
Man.
down. You're
Yeah,
big energy drinks.
Yeah,
All
I
righty.
love these things. Drink them every day.
Yeah, Trav, you're about to watch one of the godfathers of Sports Center school me when it comes to interviews. Without further ado, here is the Rich Eisen interview.
Rich! I'm rich, bitch.
Are the cameras now officially on? Oh, the cameras are now on. That's how I could tell we're rolling, that you're full of shit. That's how I can tell we're rolling. But it's good to see you, man.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Same here.
So our guest is one of the guys who made Sports Center. He is also the first on-air talent for NFL Network.
That's true.
The first man, I believe, to run a 40 in wingtip
That's
dress
true.
shoes.
Yes, and yes. Lace up Xenia Crocs. Not to be. I'm
be
sorry.
specific?
Yeah, you know what? It's so difficult to not be a control freak and be in the answer as opposed to the question. You drive the segment. I'll be quiet.
So first of all, I would much prefer that you take over the segment.
Should I introduce myself?
Yes.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. His name's Rich Eisen here on New Heights. By the way, congrats on this pod.
Thank you so much. It's been fun starting it. I've talked to Trav more than I've talked to him our entire careers.
That's cool.
So it's been fun to between the pod and then the Super Bowl with the family, which you were kind enough to do with my folks, we've been closer as a family than ever before.
How
this year.
great
So it's
is
been
that?
fun. Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
And it was great having your folks on my show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had Ed, I've had Donna, I've had Travis, and here I am on yours first. That's
my gosh.
that is what we would call an upset. Like I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. So I guess this kind of leads into a topic I did want to ask you.
Okay.
What do you think of the athlete podcasts that are out now? As someone who is a professional in journalism, has been.
Yes.
You've seen the evolution of media.
Okay.
What do you think of all? Because they're only going to get more, right?
Sure.
Like with the success of them, they're going to keep popping up.
It's great. Look, I mean, when the NFL Network started 20 years ago, by the way, the first show was called NFL Total Access, which is still called that name, but they called it that for a reason because fans want access more than ever before.
Yeah.
And so I took the approach for my job, like I'm kind of going to be in the middle of what NFL Network is going to be and how it might evolve and become, that I'm going to take the fan and put him in my shoes, like the fly on the wall, all that conversation. So fans can't get enough of inside real talk. Yeah. And so you and your brother are providing that here. If you're talking about the other athlete podcasts like Brandon Marshall's and the Pivot and the rest of what I'm seeing out there, this is real talk. Like you're getting real conversation. Part of the conversation at the Super Bowl was about your teammate, and James and Bradbury before the game and what, I guess Debo referred to him, not to stir anything up here on New Heights, but that's the sort of real talk you'll sometimes get out of these podcasts. And I think it's great. I think it's great. And I think it's great that, you have a platform and you can come on here and control your own content.
The narrative.
You are
also,
correct.
Yeah.
Like that's what this day and age is about. Like you don't need to I need a press conference. No, you need a podcast, So I think it's great. I really do.
Awesome. Yeah, that was one of the reasons we started, honestly, was first of all, seeing some other guys that had some success. And we were certainly nervous of, if the season's not going well, how the fans going to react to it. These were all like very big concerns going into it.
Yes.
Got really lucky that we both went to the Super Bowl the first year we did it.
Incredible.
But I think the other big piece is what you just said is like, I have the ability to talk and say exactly what I think.
Yes.
And control that narrative instead of saying it through somebody else, which, journalism has done that really, really well for a long time.
Yes.
I have nothing but respect for all the beat reporters in Philadelphia and everybody that covers anything.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
You
I should
Some.
say some. You're right. Not everybody.
Yeah.
But the vast majority. Yeah. It's been fun to be able to do that. And it's been cool to be able to have that connection with fans that I haven't really had before. Yeah.
Right. And, like you let everyone know you were coming back by making a video, pounding several beers. Like, is that what you did?
It was just one solo.
Just one. Okay. It was great. And well, for me, that would be multiple. You're one, hammer down. It'd be a sipping night for me. But so you were able to do it on your own terms, your own way, with your own brand, with your own style, and get it out there. I mean, there's nothing more powerful than that. And I guess I should also, when you're talking about players podcast, if I don't mention Taylor Lewan,
Bustin' with the Boys.
What's his name again?
Compton.
That's
Will
it,
Compton.
right? Yeah, all the. Yeah. They'll be very upset if I don't mention them.
Bustin' with the Boys.
So they're sensitive.
They are.
They're
they will come after us on
they're
social media.
They're sensitive. So I just wanted to mention those guys. Give them a shout out.
I do mean this. When I told Travis I was coming here,
or
when we told Travis we were coming here, and he had to go to SNL. And we
told
him we were talking to you. I know. It's insane. Never in a million years.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Couldn't be at the Combine. I've got to host Saturday Night Live.
It's like, that's an acceptable reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that, it sounds so absurd. Like it
does.
Right. It reminds me of a time in high school where I asked a girl out on a date, and her answer was, I can't do it this weekend. I'm going to Yugoslavia. And I thought, that's an elaborate way to cover your tracks of saying no. As a matter of fact, but her family did actually go on a trip to Yugoslavia.
It wasn't fabricated. It was
it turned out to be true, but it just sounded so absurd. It had to be false, and that's the way. Sorry, I can't go to the Combine. I got to host SNL.
Yeah,
that's what that sounds like to me. But he's going to be great at it. I think he's
going to kill it. It fits so well into him. I mean, they make it so easy for the host and that whole crew up there. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
I can't wait to see what they're going to cook up.
Yeah. When I told him I was talking to you, he was like, he was so excited. He's like, man, I wish I could be there. Yeah. Because we grew up. You, Stuart Scott, Dan Patrick, Scott Van Pelt, all you guys at Sports Center were one of the reasons that we were into sports, besides loving and playing. Yeah. Like, we could not wait to go to the TV and watch Sports Center. And you guys were unbelievable.
I love doing it, man.
Yeah.
I loved doing it. 7 years I did it. And I was 26 when I first got there. Yeah. They hired me out of Redding, California. Yeah. I was a local sports anchor in Northern California, the Redding Chico market. It's entirely possible Aaron Rodgers was watching me as he was eating his Fruit Loops in Chico. By the way, I'm serious. Okay. Like, it's entirely possible. Like, that's where he was living at the time. And if he turned on Channel 7, he was watching me do my thing. And, awesome. And ESPN, I sent a tape to a headhunter, and they found me there. And age 26, I was right on SportsCenter. And time of my life, man. Yeah. Time. I'll see a video. Somebody will tweet out like a highlight of me calling a Miami of Ohio game in '99 of a SportsCenter highlight. And it looks like it does look like a different person. It just feels like out of body watching that.
Yeah. I've never thought about that. Like, it all gets.
That's because you haven't lost your hair yet, Jason.
It's going.
If you do, don't even start. Don't even start. No, you're good. You're in good shape. I wouldn't. You're not. It's not. You don't got the creep going on just yet. How old are you?
35.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. So right around. That's when I started to lose mine. Mm-hmm. So I think you're fine. But yeah, it just felt. It just feels completely weird, and it was just it was an amazing time. Yeah, I loved every minute of it.
And did you go straight from SportsCenter to the NFL?
Yeah, right in 2003, I was getting married, and my contract came up 8 days before my wedding. Yeah. So I got married 7 days after leaving ESPN, or being handed a cardboard box and told to leave.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. People tap you on the shoulder, as you know.
Yeah.
And you're doing it on your own terms, which is amazing. Well,
until if I keep going, eventually they're going to hand me the cardboard box.
Everybody, you know what I mean? At some point. So that's what happened to me. And I got married, and NFL Network hired me there in 2003. And I remember going to the Hall of Fame that year in August. The network didn't start till November. And the first thing we did was go to the Hall of Fame just to do some interviews and put them, start our network with some interviews with Hall of Famers. And people were coming up to me saying, what is NFL Network? Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you leave ESPN? Like, what is happening? And I was also wondering the same thing at the same time. And then we came on the air in week 10 of the 2003 season. Yeah. Right in the middle of the season. We came on right in the middle, November 4th, 2003.
It's a little awkward.
And it was weird and wild. Like, I don't know why we didn't start with the season. I don't know why. I don't think we were ready yet. We went on the air and we're celebrating our 20th year this fall. This
is your 20th combine that you've been
my 18th. We brother, trying to get the combine coverage off the ground. We ran into, on occasion, a Bill Polian wall. He was, running the competition committee, and they, in this event, old school people were like, "You're bringing a camera in here to do what? Like, and why? Gosh. What? How is it?
Why would anybody want to watch
How is
this?
the vertex jump televisable? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on?" Yeah. And so 2004, we didn't do it from the network side of things. NFL Films produced, and Bill Patrick, an old SportsCenter anchor, and Mike Mayock, who was working at NFL Films at the time, they did the first combine in 2004, sitting on chairs like this on the field with a screen behind them. Yeah. Just talking about what they're seeing on the field. And then 2005, we showed up.
Got it.
On Total Access and did the show from there every night. And then around 2009 or so is when they put me in a booth and I start calling the action like it's a golf tournament / track meet. Sure. It's a weird event. It is not well-rounded at all. But it is, again, a time of renewal. Like, it's been 2+ weeks since the Super Bowl, and I miss it. And every team is now on the clock. Yeah. And so many questions abound about, you're one of them as well. Like, what you're going to do is one of the many questions that people want to know the answer to now. Where's Rodgers going to go? What's going to happen with Lamar? What's going to happen with the Jets quarterback? What's going to happen in fill in the blank, any team? Everybody's making news now, and the combine is an excuse to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also everybody's coming here, so it's like, have you ever gotten like inside information at the combine, just talking to executives?
Oh my God, are you serious? Okay. Here's the deal: the combine is
it's a gossip. It's not good.
Oh my God. Gossip is not even the proper word for it. I don't know. Like, just think of anybody out there listening, watching. Yeah. Think of the loosest lipped friend of yours. Okay. Put that person, in, a tank, get them drunk, get them totally drunk. All right. So they have lost all sense of any filter. Yeah. That's the combine.
And that's what they do.
I have heard so many rumors here in just 24 hours, and it's always like, so here's the deal. This is what I know. I swear I got it from somebody who's really
very reliable.
Very reliable. It's like some assistant to the trainer of the agent and the assistant of the assistant, and you don't know
this
what is true.
Long game of telephone.
What is complete bullshit. Suddenly Rodgers is a minotaur who's going to maybe, come back as another creature and play for the Jets. So that's oh God, it's just a nonstop rumor mill, and the chattiest of Cathys, and everybody is the cattiest of them all. Yeah. And it's just like, it's wild, man.
That has been
it is wild.
Being here and not participating. This is my first time ever here, not running. That's the only time I ever came here. I don't know why else.
Why would you come back? There's no reason, right?
That is one thing. Like, everybody is here for 1 week, and they all just want to hang out and have fun. And on top of that, they're going to look at potential draft picks and prospects, but really they're all doing this on the side.
Yeah. I mean, and coaches love blowing off steam, and so do general managers, and so does
it's been a long season,
front office executives. It has been a long season, and it's been like 2 weeks since then. And plus, if you make the playoffs or the Super Bowl, it's great to walk around and just, say hi to your colleagues who did not make that Super Bowl. And it's, it's a fun dynamic. It really is. And so you also get to see people kind of laid back, not in the middle of a season, not getting ready for a season, not getting ready for a draft. It's a nice little downtime. So there is a sociable aspect to the combine as well, for sure. Yeah.
So everybody knows you run the 40. How many? I don't know how many times.
It started in 2005.
Okay.
And so just like anything, as you're learning in this business of content creation, the best ideas come out of sheer boredom. Total sheer boredom. And so the first combine we were at, 05, we're done with a pre-tape interview that we're airing later on that night for Total Access that we're going to do live at 8:00 at night. Good Lord, we're just sitting around. It's me and Terrell Davis sitting in the stands at the old RCA Dome, just waiting on a break. Everyone's on a break, dinner break. We're just, I'm sitting there in my suit, and he's sitting there in his suit, and we got nothing to say to each other because we've been hanging out all day. And I hear the hum of the lights and the air conditioning. It's like a white noise putting you to sleep. So I just turned, I don't know why this popped in my head, but I look down in the field, I see the 40-yard dash line. I say to Terrell Davis, hey, TD, how fast do you think I can run the 40?
Yeah.
And he goes, right now? I'm like, right now, in my suit, in my lace-up shoes. And he said, I swear to you, this is what he said. He just laughs. He goes, you can't.
Not even an option.
I'm like, what do you mean you can't? Like I can't like physically go down and do it? Because if that's the case, watch me go do it. Like that was my sense. And he goes, no, you just can't run the 40. I said, I'll just tell it. I said, fuck you. Watch me. So I go down on the field.
Oh my gosh.
In my suit.
Yeah.
I remember the suit I was wearing and my lace-up Xenia Croc shoes that I had bought just special for the combine. Yeah. And I went out and I ran it. And I had no idea that somebody was in the truck, hit record.
Oh my gosh.
And I had no idea somebody was shooting it.
You had no idea.
Zero.
Completely.
No idea. Just ran it.
Just
so later
100% organic.
100% cursed out Terrell Davis, ran the 40 out of sheer boredom. And then later on that night on Total Access, they surprised me at the end by showing it.
Oh my gosh.
677, terrible.
Yeah, that's slow.
Brother, I talk for a living, okay? You play, I talk, now you're talking, you're now in my field, and it's disturbing. But I ran apropos of nothing. Yeah. And later on that night, they showed it. And then the next day, in walks in Mike Holmgren of the Seahawks, and we're interviewing him. In the middle of the interview was, did I see you on TV this morning running? And I'm like, yeah. And of course, they showed it. He laughed. Joe Gibbs saw the same thing. He walks in. He starts telling a story about how he once pulled a guy out of the stands at a training camp just to show like how tough it is to run. And he made him run. And you look like that guy. And over and over and over again. And we showed it. Yeah. Next year, I show up at the combine, walk in the RCA Dome. First person I see on the field is Holmgren. And he says to me, are you running again this year? And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't think so. And he looks at me, he goes, you got to beat your time. I swear to God, this is how this was born, Jason. He goes, you got to beat your time. And I'm like, oh my God, Mike Holmgren is like challenging my competitive spirit. Yeah. How do I not
try to beat
that? Yeah. And he just looks at me and he goes, just don't hurt yourself. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, he's right. Yeah. So I ran it again, and then I ran it again, and then year after year after year. And then I just thought to myself, this thing is jumping the shark. Like, here I'm running. And just as that happened, they came up with the advent of the simulcam, like so overlaying one run after the other. And so you would now overlay the real 40-yard dash runs of really fast people over me.
Of elite athletes.
And just watching them fly off the screen. And I'm barely at the 1-yard line. You know, it was like slapstick comedy, even worse.
You're in a full suit.
The worst one was then they decided to overlay me against BJ Raji. You remember BJ Raji?
Of course,
okay.
big nose guy.
I mean, I don't know if you ever were on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. I bet. Like the two of you were probably, who am I saying, future Hall of Fame center. Do you know BJ Raji? I'm sure you have bashed heads with this guy, right?
Yep.
So he was at the combine. Mm-hmm. He did not run very fast at the combine, but it was faster than me. And so watching this big dude run off the screen on me, and then somebody came with the idea of giving me a head start, and then watching BJ Raji run through me was like pure slapstick comedy. And you know, I'm a former stand-up comedian in college, so I totally understand and relish the value of a joke. And I'm like, I know it doesn't look good for me, I get it, but that is fucking funny. And so like that was, so we would do it every year, and then now we're doing it for charity. So,
and anytime anybody is willing to laugh at themselves, looks good on them.
Yeah, you know what I look, I mean, how do we not laugh at ourselves in this world, you know?
It would be a miserable world if you couldn't do that.
Well, and I'm not surprised. I mean, somebody put the Mummer's costume on. You know, that was
I've
great.
had plenty of that.
I'm sure you've had plenty of that. So at any rate, it was about 8 years ago, 2015. Yeah. One of our great, well, she's moved on to NFL Europe, I believe, now in UK. She was in a meeting, and they came up with an idea. Sarah Swanson was her name. Came up with an idea. She called me up and she goes, how would you like to run for charity? Yeah. And I'm like,
sign me
sure.
up.
Yeah. Like, what do you got in mind? And she mentioned how there are a handful of league charities. Probably should choose one of them to help mix together, get the NFL involved, which is always important. And so the one that jumped out at me was St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It was 2015. We had 3 very small kids, and I just thought to myself, this is the worst call a parent can get. How do I, you know, like on behalf of the small children that I have for all the other kids, let me just have this stupid idea that was born out of boredom turn into something. And we've just grown it and grown it and grown it. This is my very long-winded way of saying I'm not running it at the combine anymore. That's the idea that I've now, because when the combine got canceled due to COVID in 2021, I didn't want the run to stop. So I ran it at SoFi Stadium with a bunch of players from the NFL Legends community and some kids from Play 60. So I love the idea that I think my run is the only idea, whatever you want to call it. I'll screw it. Event. Yeah. The only event that mixes the Legends community with kids.
That's awesome.
Like Play 60, NFL Legends. So I got, you know, Jerry Rice and Rod Woodson and Terrell Davis, fittingly. And, you know, Chris Carter, a whole bunch of, just to name a few, showed up at SoFi and ran with some very good-hearted, deep-pocketed individuals who donated, and we ran it. And it was just pretty cool. So the next year, last year, we did it at the Rose Bowl. That was incredible. I'm a Michigan guy, you know, I'm a Michigan man, and I covered the Rose Bowl and Bo's last game for my school newspaper. And here I am in the Rose Bowl with the St. Jude logo painted on the field. It was wild.
That's unbelievable.
And RG3 ran and Vic ran and fast. And that got some more buzz going, which obviously means more donations. So I think that's the way to do it.
That's how you're doing it this year again.
Yeah, I think that's just the way I'm going to do it from now on, because I can also, you know, make it bigger, hopefully raise
more money.
Right. And I also
combine Legends and kids.
I also don't have to run here. And by running here, when I run here or when I ran here, it's the end of a day of a broadcast when I'm sitting on my ass eating like garbage. I feel like my hip flexors like atrophying and I dreaded it. I would be doing that this whole day. I'm up in the booth. You can ask Mayock, or you had DJ on, I think earlier yesterday, Daniel Jeremiah. Like I'm up there like stretching and commercial breaks and whatever. miserable. I'm like, oh God, I have to run later today. You know,
it's not the way you want to get up and run.
No,
Just asking for an injury.
And plus, at some point, long story short, I'm 53. I don't know how long people want to watch me run. Anyway,
it seems like people are still enjoying it.
I will take it.
I certainly love it every year.
Thanks, brother. Have
you ever thought about doing another event too?
Folks, I've said, why don't you, lift weights or whatever.
225 bench?
I don't know. Then it's done. And plus, that's the logo of my show now. The Running Man is the logo of my show. Yeah. And so in the suit and tie, and the funny thing is when they first came up with the idea, when my show was at the time was born by DirecTV, and I own the show now. That's another long story. But at any rate, DirecTV was the one that birthed it. Yeah. And came up with the idea, how about the logo is you in your suit running. I'm like, great. Yeah. Then they created some like Mad Men looking silhouette with me running. And the problem with their initial version of it is it was so real that my left leg, when I run, does kick out. Like I have a terrible running style. Okay. And it looked terrible. It looked terrible. I said, do me a favor. Can you make this a more athletic? And I watched them, Jason, on the computer take my leg and move it in more underneath my body to make it look like a more athletic silhouette. Like, I'm like, okay, now we're good.
Yeah. I feel like the 40 is the event, though, that everybody watches the combine for. Like, all the other events are great. When you're in it, you care about all these drills and things you're doing with coaches. But as a viewer, was the first time I ever saw the combine. Yeah. The 40 is what gets you there.
Well, it's also the most relatable thing, Jason. I mean, like, when you're going through your drills here, that you're being put in positions that are not natural to the game, but it's natural to see if your ankles flex, if your hips flex, if you're going to bend, and that you're going to dip instead of bend. Like, that's what they're looking for when you're doing your drills. Yep. And for a fan, it's just like, well, I think there's a drill. I don't know if it's an offensive one, but I think it is where you're lying on your back to start the drill, right?
Get up and you have to shuffle side to side.
Exactly, right. Like, if you're on your back, Jason,
it's not a good
on a
place
Sunday,
to be.
It's bad news. You're not getting up.
We should not be in this position.
Exactly. Like, that's not what, you want to see out of your offensive lineman, is prone on his back. But for the drill, that is what they want to see, because they do want to see your athleticism.
How you get up. They want to see how your hips drop.
Correct. Bend. Right. So fans might be a little bit thrown off by that, but running fast in a straight line, that you get. Yeah. You can get it. You can also just easily understand, oh, that person's fast. Yeah. That person is really fast. Yeah. Or in other cases, not. But so that's many reasons why I think the 40 is the most popular, and see who's fastest. And you can also do that metric, like, okay, that guy is now the fourth fastest. Yeah. And, I remember that guy who was faster, or I don't remember that guy. And it just shows you that running fast doesn't mean you're going to be successful in the NFL. Yeah. So that's a neat way to look at it.
They're running their second time. You're like, man, okay, this guy was close to that first guy the last time around. Let's see if he can break that guy this time.
And now with the simulcam feature that I was talking about before, like, you're putting Mahomes over the fastest quarterback here, over Russell Wilson, over Dak. Yeah. And we can
compare years now.
Fans love that. I know I do. I want to see.
It was a game changer when they started doing that.
Did they put Travis over? Did we put Travis over you?
I don't know.
Like, that's the sort of shit we do to brothers. Like, we do, we can kind of clown him.
Travis ran at the combine.
We do that. Like,
I know Trav had I know he ran at his pro day. I'm not sure. I don't know if he ran at the combine or not.
That's the sort of stuff that we'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think people like that. And also, I love the fact that we get to flex that we've been around. NFL Network's been around. We've been around. Yeah. So, and also, I want to we should show Jalen Hurts at the combine. Yeah. Right? Like, that's what we should see now that he has become what he is becoming. Hey,
let's go back
superstar,
to what it was.
Right? Like, this is where it started. Yeah. When he was here, like, and I said also in our meeting yesterday, like, we need to show on the screen, even though he did throw, but we need to have Brock Purdy standing in the background of last year's quarterback drills, where that kid at that combine, nobody's thinking what he could possibly do this year. And I kind of dig those stories. Like, I know, again, it didn't work out for your team, but we did have Sky Moore and Pacheco at the combine last year.
Yeah.
They both scored in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times you've seen
Pacheco
rookies do that.
My gosh.
He runs with a fury.
Yeah.
Right. And he ran 4.3 and change here last year and fell all the way to the 7th round. So that's the sort of thing when the running backs run, like, hey, like pay attention because, the kid who ran last year was chosen 7th round. He scored in the Super Bowl. And Sky Moore, the guy you saw running the gauntlet in the wide receiver drills, he scored in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So you never know who's going to come
guys.
out, right? And so we love that. I love that stuff. I love it.
Do you have a favorite position group to watch, or ones that because quarterback's always the hardest to predict, right?
Here's the deal with me with the combine. The way I view my role here is multiple fold, but I'm not here to tell you what you're seeing in a drill. And I'm not here to tell you what's on the all 22. Like that's not my gig.
Sure.
My gig is to do two things. One, put everything in perspective with what team needs are. From what I do on my show every day for 3 hours, talking to people and interviewing people who are willing to come on my show. And I gather narratives. I gather what team fans are interested, what teams fans want or are demanding or are talking about, and what the team needs are. And free agency's right around the corner, and the new league year's beginning. Yeah. So I love talking about what's going on in the football world completely, and what these kids might fit in terms of a need. And also, it's just really, really dry watching some of this stuff. So I try to keep it entertaining. And I'm sorry if I'm saying the wrong words too. I want you watching. Yeah. I don't want you turning off. So it's got to be completely, I'll say, douche free. It's got to be. I love that. Completely.
I don't know that I've ever used that phrase, but I'm stealing that.
Take it. All right. That's I know it's a very coarse way of saying something, but it's true. Like I want you to have it on, in the background or pay attention. I don't care, but I don't want you to turn it off. Like I can't listen to this guy another second. I can't listen.
How full of himself
like
is this guy?
I can't. I mean, seriously,
what do you think is the key to being douche free?
I don't know. I'm myself.
Like authentic?
I'd hopefully like that.
Right?
You've
never come off.
Well, that's the idea.
You've always been douche free to me.
Thank you, sir. I've never been more taken aback and complimented at the same time. What an odd feeling is coursing through my veins right now. But I don't know, man. I'm just myself, and I try not to take myself too seriously, as we've talked about. Yeah. And, but I do want your attention. I do, it does what I do for a living requires that you stay tuned. Yeah. And, so I do 3 hours every day on my show. I do 4 hours every Sunday morning on NFL Game Day morning. Yeah. I'll be doing 6 hours tonight, 6 hours tomorrow, 8 hours Saturday, and 8 hours Sunday. And then the draft hits, and it's like a telethon. So I don't do anything that's a half an hour long. Like if I ever have an hour long show in my career, I'll be like, this is a walk in the park.
How do I fit everything in?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'll be wondering, like I need more time, which is obviously what is great about a podcast. Like you can go as whatever you want. Yeah. So, I'm
not going 8 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours.
But so I have to have a certain style when I'm on these shows that will keep your interest and not turn you off. Like I just don't want that. That's the worst thing. But I also don't want, certainly when I'm doing my show every day in 3 hours, I traffic in some, sports talk radio and up against the debate shows on other networks. And like, I don't want to, I'd love to be heard. I don't want to be turned off, and I like to be heard, but that's not my reason for doing what I do. Like, it's not my reason for being. Like, I don't care if I'm, I don't care if I'm right. I care if I'm wrong. Like, that's a fact.
You're not just going to say something just to get attention.
But I have to say this too. I do love being right, though. It feels good. Oh God, is it great? That's when it's great to have a show with your name on it. When you're right, when you say something and you're right, it's great. I do love puffing my chest out, but that's kind of the philosophy that I have.
I want to go back to this just for a second. I did not know this. You said you did stand up in college.
Yes.
What do you think that has helped you
Immeasurably.
Like,
oh God, nothing's more difficult than walking into a room. Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
I've never tried it. I've always
what
been
your
interested.
brother is going to do Saturday night is very difficult. Now, I know he's going to be reading off the cue cards and he's going to be rehearsing. He's going to be doing all that stuff.
It's going to be as good of a setup as you can have.
Yes.
Support system there, right?
It's just an SNL support system. It's first rate. Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. But still, it's live.
It's live. Exactly.
And
right.
You got to perform. You only get one shot at it.
And you can't break
either. And the crowd's going to let you know whether they think it's funny or not.
Yes. Correct. And it's nerve-wracking. And, nothing compares to that. And that feeling when you walk into a room and you've got your set, you've got your material, and you think it's going to work, but the crowd's off or whatever. And boy, when it bombs, it's terrible. Terrible. So I always had in my back pocket, the big finish for me was, and I know I'm dating myself, Howard Cosell, the announcer. Again, this is late 80s. Howard Cosell was one of my idols growing up. I would read the letters in Penthouse magazine.
In his voice?
In his voice. Killed every time. When I say every time, never didn't kill.
Failed?
Never didn't kill. And my parents came to see me one time. They're New York City public school educators who came out to Michigan. I think they even drove. Jesus. They drove and they saw it and I did the act and I introduced them in advance.
Yeah.
So people were seeing I was doing it in front of my parents. And I got to a particularly awful line. I just said, "Did you get that, Mom?" Like the place just went flat. And I love, nothing beats the feeling of getting that, laughter and feedback to the point where I tell everybody whenever I'm on any show, and your crew here, like, laugh. Like, I want to hear. Like I'm expecting hearing that. And it's not their job to laugh at my shit, but I'd love it if they did. And I don't mind it. I don't
love
mind
when Brandon's over here. He's trying not to make noise because of the show. But
it's great.
This is working.
I like that. I like that when you're watching Game Day Morning and you'll hear the crew laughing and, hooping and hollering and whatever, that's energy. I like that. That means if they're liking it in the room, that means you're liking it on your couch or wherever you're watching it. So I'm kind of ingrained for that. A couple of years I did my show at the Super Bowl in front of a live audience. That was amazing. Yeah. I loved, I warmed up the crowd. Like I hadn't done that in years. I love that. I love the feedback. And so it's made everything else I've ever done, live TV, that much easier. Yeah. The only thing that compared, the one time that I've done my job as a broadcaster that made me feel the similar, like butterflies, is one year I did SportsCenter at the Angels Giants World Series.
Okay.
So I guess that's 2002, I guess. Okay. It's the last World Series I covered for ESPN. And so the reason why I bring it up is I'm at whatever it's called now, I don't know, but at the time, Pac Bell Ballpark, the home of the Giants, out there on the SportsCenter set in left center field. Game's over, lasted really long. I don't forget who won or who lost. But all I know is that we're going live on SportsCenter from there, 10 o'clock at night, 1 a.m. Eastern. Going to do the highlight. Hadn't seen it yet. And that happened all the time to me. But what got me...
You would do the highlight on the spot.
Brother, my first SportsCenter that I did in my life, age 26, my first SportsCenter was on a Sweet 16 Saturday. At 7 o'clock at night, I had 12 highlights. I saw one highlight before going on the air. One. 11 of them were going to be coming during the show as games were ending.
Yeah, you don't have time. Right?
Coming out of the edit bay and everything. Wow. And they, it's all written out for you in a shot sheet, not to get too deep into it, but you're not like just looking at it you have notes, you're given notes. But I just remember walking down from my first SportsCenter of my life thinking, I have two choices. I can pee down my leg, or I can just go ahead and just suck it up and do this thing. Like I've been built for this. Like this is your moment. Go do it. Yeah. Like talking to myself. So what I wound up doing was both. I peed down my leg, and I grabbed the brass ring at the same time. I might have been doing the SportsCenter while urinating. It's possible, but
that's what courage is. You're terrified, but you go do it anyways, right?
So I'm in Pac Bell Ballpark, and they get in my ear right before we're going live. You're doing the highlight. If there's any mistakes, we've got to wait to do it live again at 2 a.m.
Okay.
And because they couldn't like just record it for whatever reason, because they were coming out like the satellite link, it was all live, like they couldn't record anything. So just wanted to let me know, because if you screwed it up any other time, we could just admit it, there's a commercial break, you were on tape for the rest of the show, I could just record it there.
Got it.
But so the reason why it made me wild is the entire crew would have to stay. The whole crew, like literally every human being on the set,
it's not just you,
who wanted to go home. Like it was the end of a long ass night. Like, and so everybody was like on pins and needles wanting me to nail it.
Yeah.
And that really freaked me out. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to, like the whole crew is just like, this asshole couldn't say, the word Percival, like, so, I mean, it was nerve-wracking. That's the only time I felt like a stand-up type butterfly in my stomach.
There is something about other people's lives being affected by mistakes or something like that that resonates more with like personal. Brian Kelly's our college football coach. He moves me to center. Mm-hmm. Whenever I had a bad snap, I had never snapped the ball before. And he said, whenever I had a bad snap, all right, Kels, take a lap around the field. Yeah. And that sucked, right? And running and everybody's laughing at me. What took it to the next level, he's like, Kels, you're obviously don't care if I make you run. Right. If you have another bad snap, the entire team is doing a lap around the field. I tell you, I was so terrified to have a bad snap because I'm like, these guys are going to fucking hate my guts. Yeah. I'm sorry. They're going to hate my guts.
It's the same thing. Oh, by the way, am I not allowed to work on this show?
You are allowed.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You are allowed to do anything. We're both allowed to do anything.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. So you're freaking out, I imagine.
Yeah. And I failed. And the entire team had to do a lap, and it was a terrible feeling.
So that is basically the entire crew would have had to take in the lap of standing and sitting around for another hour for me to try and get it right a second time. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. But you nailed it.
Oh yeah. I'm professional. So lead pipe wielding professional.
When you do,
Jason,
so back to your
this just in. Sorry.
Do you feel like you're like performing? Like, when you're on there, are you like probably unconsciously thinking about that when you were in the stand-up?
I am not unconsciously thinking it. I am at 1,000,000% doing that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm always thinking about what would be good TV and what's not. If I push the pedal to the metal here in this block, I need to kind of pull back on the next one. And that's something Keith Olbermann taught me years ago. Okay. He would, when I first started SportsCenter, walking around the hallways, he would cross past me and he'd go, nope, not yet. Next day, just walking past him. Hey, Keith, not yet. He'd keep walking. He'd say this to me day after day after day. So I finally get up the courage to say, okay, Keith, I'll bite. Yeah. What do you mean not yet? And he says to me, you haven't come close to being able to do the type of SportsCenter you can do. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, everything's a joke for you. Everything. He goes, so do yourself this favor. Do an entire show where you don't do a single joke. Build up to it. Don't do a joke in a highlight. Just do one highlight straight. Then do an entire segment straight. Then do 2 segments straight. Build up to doing an entire show where you don't make any jokes. Then do that again. Then do it for a week. Yeah. Then build it back up where you're throwing something in. Because if it's always a gag, always a joke, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't feel right. And then plus what happens when something serious happens? Yeah. You can't be taken seriously. And I'm like, oh man, like I'm not even close. Like boom, my head exploded and I didn't know if I was capable of doing it. But this is great. The moment that it really hit me is I was for a year begging, put me on the road. I want to go on assignment, begging. All I did was just SportsCenter, never out on the road, never got to be at an event. Yeah. And I'm like, please put me out there. So they finally relented after about 13, 14 months of just pure SportsCenters. They sent me to cover a Celtics Seattle Supersonics game in the old Boston Garden. For NBA 2 night. Remember there was always a 2 for the ESPN 2 shows, RPM 2 night, NHL 2 night. This was for NBA 2 night. I would be the correspondent covering Celtics Supersonics because the Sonics were winning 60 games that year. They were awesome.
Yeah, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton.
All of them.
Yeah.
So I went into their locker room after the game. They just mopped the floor with the Celtics, and they came in like total pros. No gags, no nothing. It was like you could hear fucking pin drop, like they had just gotten blown out.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around the room, and one after another, in comes Gary Payton, in comes Detlef Schrempf, in comes George Karl. And they all like look at me, like staring a hole through me. And I thought to myself, oh no, did I make fun of any of these guys on SportsCenter? And I started going in my head, like just like
YouTube
going
wasn't
back.
There yet, so you couldn't go back.
Nothing was there. Nothing. No, I couldn't call myself out like I called you out to start. So yeah, like I kept going in my head, like, oh no.
Yeah.
And I then made a pact as I sat there and stewed and cooked, like I felt like I was, cooking in my own, stew in that locker room. I swore to myself that I would never say anything on the air that I would never say to somebody's face
be able to
ever again. Like if I'm having a take, if I'm having an opinion, it's something I gotta own.
Yeah.
And I cannot make fun of somebody just for the sake of making fun. That moment, like I will never forget that. It just lit a light bulb over my head, at age 27.
Being right there in front of the guys.
Yeah, I mean, how can I, in a locker room, like how can I not, what am I going to just do whatever I want to do and then stay away from the guys that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Like that's another part of my upbringing in a way,
That's awesome, first of all.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of journalists don't do, and that's integrity to the fullest.
You know what I mean? Like I'm if I'm making a living talking about the sports played by these men and women, how can I not,
own that?
Right. That's what I felt, and it was invaluable. These
cool.
are all invaluable lessons for me.
So you were begging to do events.
Yeah.
Now you do every event, pretty much, right?
I try.
Yeah. Like what is your favorite event that the
draft.
NFL does? The draft. I got to say, it's my favorite too. There's something about watching somebody's dream be realized, right?
The combine's kind of like that too.
It is.
There's a lot of kids that, Stacey Dales, who's so great, and she's going to be on the field for us throughout the combine. She was saying some of the kids that she was interviewing were getting like choked up, that their dreams are just about to begin here at the combine.
Yeah. I mean, this is their first time doing an NFL event,
correct,
meeting coaches.
Correct.
Being like, man, I'm getting goosebumps even just thinking about this, but I'm actually going to be in the NFL because I remember being there.
Yes, because about 96% or 95%, I know that sounds really specific to show off, but I just saw the numbers, like 95, 96% of the combine invites are drafted.
Yeah, it has to be.
Like, it's just like, they're in a different order here. They're in alphabetical order here. At some point, they will be in numerical order in the NFL draft. Yeah.
This is your first taste of everything you've worked for, everything you went to college through, everything you've been through with your family.
Hell yeah.
We're about to be in the biggest, we're in the show now.
Vernon Davis was crying when he was here. I remember when he jumped out of the gym in the old RCA Dome. DK Metcalf.
Yeah, we don't like to think about that too much in Philadelphia.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But DK Metcalf FaceTiming his mom after he crushed it here.
Yeah.
Because, he had a neck injury and a lot of people thought shouldn't have left school when he did. And he came here and he killed and he FaceTimed with his mother and he's crying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about. And the draft I just love the draft. It is a marathon. It is the most mentally taxing thing I have to do because, that clock keeps moving. There's
you got to be ready.
Voices. There's many different voices. Trades can come up. And I hope the draft lives forever. Unfortunately, social media, Twitter, your phones are faster than the commissioner to the podium.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm off my phone on the first night of the draft. I want to react.
You want to
I got to react to. Yeah, I got to react to. Yes, because people think I know I'm tipping a pick. Like I know the pick because I could know the pick. By the way, yes, because when a pick is made in the NFL draft, 2 phone calls are made. One to the next team on the clock to let them know they're on the clock and who's just been taken.
They tell them. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And so, and then they call from the draft room when they get the call at the actual draft. They then let the broadcasts know, so the graphics can be set on, so that the truck knows and the next team knows. Yeah. And then, of course, the player knows. And, of course, there's somebody who might be in the room who knows. Yep. And invariably an agent finds out, invariably
Twitter finds out.
Yes. And Twitter, I think it kind of moved past the draft being the first to tell you, to Twitter was the first to tell you. I think that happened about 5 years ago. It's that line began to move about 5 years ago. So I don't want to be accused of, acting. I want to react.
You want it to be an authentic reaction.
Yes, of course. Like that's what you want people to watch. Yeah. So, and plus again, I don't give a shit about being right. I do care about being wrong. So I don't need to, I'm not doing the draft just so I can be, boy, man, I told you the Seahawks were going to take that middle linebacker. I told you. I knew, because I know their needs and I know football. So look at me. Like, that's not why I do the draft. Sure. I just love being in the mix of doing something live, not just because of stand up, because everything else that I do is either previewing it or reacting to it. So the fact that I get to do something as it happens and tell you about it and be sitting alongside you while you learn at the same time, I love that shit. I love it. And stuff moves. And I hope they continue to, I think they will. Again, the draft could be done like a fantasy football draft in an hour if you just point and click. Right. Instead, it's a show. It's a show.
It's made to be a show. Yeah.
Jason, it is a show. Yeah. It is a show. Yeah. It is a total show. And people, I think, dig it. I think it is, again, old school to watch a draft. Because, again, you could just be on your phone and go, oh, my team just chose this. And they tweet it out.
It's the only way I've ever done it. But I've never looked on. I've always just watched it.
Good. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully us, not ESPN. You watch NFL Network.
I watch.
No, just stop.
Whatever.
No, just stop. Just say the words I want to hear.
I click in NFL draft. Yes. Watch the NFL Network.
Thank you. Was that tough? That wasn't difficult. How difficult was that? I'm a fragile man. I'm a fragile man. By the way, it was great meeting your parents.
Yeah. I really appreciate you doing that.
Dude.
It was an unbelievable week for them, for our family. My mom, she just sent me a video yesterday, like recapping it. My dad, thanks for.
It was come on. So I'm going about my business, and putting together the guest list is something that's it's difficult, because you had to pick and choose, and I'm lucky that I do get to sometimes pick and choose. Sometimes I do want somebody, but the timing doesn't work, or they're not coming. And that's not a shot at you. That's not another shot at you. But
you can take shots at me.
But it is a process. And so I found out, Ed and Donna Kelsey are going to be available.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Okay. And I found out that your mom was sponsored.
Yep.
Okay. I think it was a pizza. She was a pizza, like the code.
There were a lot of things.
Just put in your promo code. Yeah. That's what it is. Pizza. The promo code of Mama Kelsey. I'm like, wow, she's now got a promo code. Your mom's got a promo code, man. So, and it was just, I love, meeting your folks, because I know, what goes into being there, and being there and being present, and to have one kid in the NFL, not have two, and have two kids in the NFL. And, I'm not just saying it just because I'm on your podcast here. You're going to the Hall of Fame. So is your brother. I can say these things. You don't have to, but you're going to the Hall of Fame. You have two kids going to the Hall of Fame in the home state of Ohio, to be forever enshrined, and then to play against each other in a Super Bowl. That is so cool. Yeah. And I just wanted to see their dynamic, and just, I think your dad was kind of like, your mom was totally into it. Your dad, I think, was kind of like still with his head on the swivel. Like his head was seemingly swimming to me over, I couldn't compute it, so I just wanted to, have them on and just chit chat with them. I love meeting them.
Which one do you like more?
Wow. Look at you putting me on the spot. How do I not say your mom?
Yeah, I know. Right? We all say mom. And dad, it's supposed to be mom, right? If your dad, I think my dad would be mad if I didn't say mom.
Dude, of course. My dad would have, may he rest in peace. And that's another thing too. My dad, when I first started on SportsCenter, about 2-3 years in, a card I think it was Topps, came around and made cards for SportsCenter anchors. I'm like, sure, I'll do it, and they made like a playing card for me.
That's awesome.
So long story short is they are out there. I just signed one yesterday walking into the combine. There's too many of them. That's the point of the story is that they made like thousands of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I going to do with this? So what I did is I gave it to my parents. I'm like, here, you got it. So my father would have these in reserve. There's, again, many of them.
Yeah.
And when people came to the house to like, plumber or cable or whatever, and they would stroll past the family photos and they would recognize the SportsCenter guy or the NFL Network guy. And they'd say, oh, are you? Then they put two and two together, the Eisen family and then me. They're like, is that your son? And if they talked well of me, they got a card.
There you go.
And so when these people, my dad would give out these cards, and so when my father would say, so the sink wasn't working, and but it's working now. You just tell me what's going on there. I'm like, so did the plumber came? Yeah. I'm like, was he card worthy, Dad? And he's like, well, he didn't say anything, so I didn't give him a card. But if they said something, they already got a card. So, I mean, I could not imagine the Super Bowl being someone's card. You know what I mean? Like that, to me, is what it's all about, man.
I was emotional all week a little bit. I tried to not think about it, trying to focus on the game.
Yeah, of course.
And after the game, seeing Travis, I wasn't that emotional. A little bit pissed off.
Of course. I get it.
The moment I saw my mom.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's for them and knowing everything they sacrificed to give us the opportunity to play whatever sport we wanted.
Yeah.
Like all the equipment.
Yeah.
And more than that, at the time, my dad coached me in Little League Baseball. And I mean, he was involved in everything I did. So was my mom. And for them to both, I don't know, be celebrated as I think representatives of like all the parents that do this for their kids.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. So
that's cool.
That was when it really hit me. I was like, man, I'm just so proud and happy for them and the week that they just had.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And plus,
thank you for.
Come on, man. Again, having them on, just wanted to meet them. And I just knew there would be a time that I would be with you, meet you and see you. And I could say that literally every member of your family has been on my show.
Well,
and you haven't. Like, I don't know if you could see how we could. That's not
very
like
much.
And you don't strike me as an LA type person who says things and then you don't follow up on it. Like, your word is your bond.
Yes.
So you saying to me that you're coming on the Rich Eisen show, that's going to happen.
It is guaranteed. As long as you'll have me.
Oh gosh.
If you will have me,
I'll have you. Yeah, man. Yes. I would be more than happy to have that. As evidenced by the number of times I've reached out.
I'm picking up. I'm picking it up
with an empty hand. So,
is there anything you want to ask me? I feel like I've been asking all the questions.
No,
and you're the professional.
Come on, you're the
professional asker.
Yeah, come on my show. That's when I'll do that. I'll ask that. But no. Other than that, I mean, I'm just thrilled to see you guys. This pod has taken off.
Yeah,
it clearly has. And so
it's great timing. I mean, go to the Super Bowl, and it's been a lot of fun. I don't know where it's going to go or anything like that, but it's I don't know. I love talking to people. I love
obviously
learning.
Then the two of you do, and the two of you together, it's fun.
It's a good dynamic.
It is a good dynamic. I mean, that's part of the reason why the Manning cast is so great. You're watching two brothers bust each other's stones, watching a game, and you guys as well. People like watching your dynamic together and being able to talk, at the height of football relevancy too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It really is.
What's your advice if somebody's going to go try and do stand-up?
Are you thinking
of it?
Are you seriously thinking about it?
I have always wanted to do it.
Okay.
I've always been terrified.
Why?
Because I've never done it. And
okay.
I've never even written down jokes. I don't write.
Okay.
I don't even know where the process begins.
Okay.
I've watched.
Right.
I've loved stand-up. My entire life. I mean, back to Comedy Central presents like on
the roasts are the best, aren't the roasts?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
So I've always thought about what it would be like doing something like that.
Well, I can hook you up with whatever. Who do you want to be like?
No, I'm just talking about what is your advice?
I wasn't that great at it. I mean,
but you did it.
I did it.
And you've been.
Just have the courage. Just have courage. Just
Don't tell me that. I don't have any courage.
Yes, I doubt that. I doubt that. Just have the courage, and write.
Do you write down jokes?
No, but now, no. But back in the day, I did write down like the set list. I would have, in my head, a gag, a joke, or a line. It would be all based on I wrote, I made fun of my college courses at the time. This is, now obviously it would be about fatherhood and it would be about other things about in my own life. Just make it about yourself and your observations and go for it.
Okay.
I would love to see that for sure.
Well, yeah. We're not going to record that first one.
Well, you should. You should.
That's
and then, maybe you crash Saturday night, crash it.
Yeah.
Take it over. Create your own moment. Create your own moment.
Well,
you go viral.
I think that stuff's pretty scripted.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, that is. Now, I have been to a couple of SNLs, and my advice to you there is sleep in Saturday morning. Sleep in, because it's going to be a late night. The after party is the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
And it goes like you will see the sunrise Sunday. And it is going to be lit. You are going to have a blast. That is going to be something, man.
This is great news.
It is.
What? Yeah. Okay.
It is.
This is good advice. All right.
Big time. Like sleep in Saturday, hydrate all day because you're going.
Be prepared.
You're going deep into the Sunday morning.
Be on your game during the show.
Correct.
But more importantly,
after.
Be on your game.
Yes. It's like one of those things like just the adrenaline's over. It's 1 a.m. and then that's when things begin.
All right. Well, I'm going to steal this advice and take it to Travis.
Do it.
Yeah.
For sure. You got to let him know.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for you and your bro, man.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else for me? I feel like you don't want to quit me right now. I feel like you don't want to quit me. Like we can talk forever.
I could talk to you forever.
Okay.
There was I'm not making this up.
Okay.
The moment we walked through each other in the hallway.
Yes, sir.
The elegance at which you walk, and I don't know if it's because of the aura about you.
I have an aura. Yeah. You're correct. Yes.
As you were walking by, I was like,
oh my
gosh, I've never seen somebody walk by me with such elegance. I swear to God.
Get out of here.
I was thinking this as I went to the bathroom.
I'm an elegant walker?
I guess.
Is that what I am?
That's what I felt.
Is this
new? Has nobody ever told you
Nobody's
this?
ever told me I walk elegantly. Nobody's
you don't run a 40 elegantly.
I know.
But walking, it was.
Look at me.
It was very smooth.
Look at us.
Handshake. And
it
I was just like, man, that is an elegant.
Was I taller than you'd think?
No.
Okay. I'll accept that. Okay. All right. But at least I'm more elegant than you thought. Okay, I'll take it.
I mean, honestly, it was one of the most elegant things I've ever seen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What?
Anything else you want to unburden yourself on?
I had to say that. I don't know why. I felt it in the moment. I just had to get off my chest.
We're always going to have this. We're always going to have this.
How was going to Michigan?
Loved it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, man.
Ann Arbor?
Yeah. How come you didn't go to Ohio State?
Wasn't offered. I didn't get offered anywhere.
They suck.
It came down
They suck. Just say it.
Yeah.
They suck.
Screw you, Buckeyes.
That's correct. Now you're talking my language.
I'm going to get ostracized from the entire state of Ohio.
Did you see last year, I do the jacket dinner at the Hall of Fame every year.
Okay.
So I hope one day I know you don't like that sort of stuff, but so I do that jacket dinner every year. And the last several years, I get heckled at the mic.
Yeah.
OHIO. OHIO.
Real original, guys.
Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, you can spell. I get it. And I really don't have much of a leg to stand. I couldn't have much of a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Because, what's the words for it? Ohio State had been kicking Michigan's ass up and down the block.
So you're looking forward.
So last year was the first year I had done it off of a Michigan win in, I think, 7-8 years. And I came prepared. Now, again, this is the whole stand-up, live performing aspect for me, and I love it. 5,000 people in this arena. And I step up to the podium. You didn't see this at all?
No.
Okay, man. It went viral to the point where it became, because it was no news on August, whatever the hell it was an alert on the ESPN, my app. It alerted, Rich Eisen.
Hey, you just did this.
Oh God, I gave it to the Ohio State fans with both barrels.
Great pleasure.
Oh, It was amazing. It was great. And it is some of my, like, I try to put it on my Emmy reel. I try to actually put it on the reel I put in to, hopefully get nominated and win an Emmy Award. I tried to do it, but NFL Network didn't broadcast it. It was only broadcast locally, so it couldn't qualify. That's how good it was. It was truly some of, if I may say so, elegant work by me. It was great. I loved it. And then, of course, the feedback I would receive from Ohio State fans was just a one-off, we'll see you in November.
We'll see you next year.
And then we did it again.
Yes.
And then we did it again in the Horseshoe. We did it again. And we put up another 40 burger on them again. So this year,
I sense great joy.
When I go back to Canton this year,
great pride
in your great state of Ohio, I am going in chest first, and I may need security.
Okay.
Can I get you?
I will for
and
sure.
Your brother, can I get the Kelsey brothers?
I would be honored
to potentially road grade for me when I absolutely blowtorch the place like a Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm going to go. It's going to be great. I don't know what I'm going to say, but all I know is it's going to be on.
I can't wait to watch this.
Good Lord. Gosh. They didn't offer you? They didn't offer your brother?
I didn't get offered anybody. I was a walk-on. So I walked on to Cincinnati.
Damn straight you did.
I almost went. It was between Cincinnati, Ohio State, and Pittsburgh. And I just thought Cincinnati, I loved it when I went down to the school.
That was it?
I felt like I could get a scholarship. Ohio State was daunting. I mean, there's a lot of 5-star recruits and things like that. Cincinnati's a Division I program.
Yeah.
Felt like I could get.
So like Joe Burrow, you went somewhere else and you succeeded.
Yeah.
Just like what he had to do from Ohio State.
Well, yeah. I tried to recruit Joe Burrow to Cincinnati.
And?
Did not work. He went to LSU, and it was the best decision he ever made.
Yeah.
When he was in the transfer, he was in the transfer portal or whatever. And you
called him up?
I didn't text him. I didn't. Somebody gave me his number.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, Luke Fickell was with him at Ohio State.
Yeah, of course,
helped recruit him. He's like, would you mind? Like, I think this kid would be like really good for Cincinnati. And I shot him a text, and it was right after our Super Bowl run.
And
he's like, man, you guys killed it this year. You had a great speech. Loved it. And I was like, hey, man, well, best of luck to you. I hope you keep Cincinnati in mind when you're trying to decide where to go. I didn't want to push him or anything. Of
course.
And he ends up going to LSU, having
60 touchdowns.
I have not seen him
lighting
since.
Cigars.
I have not seen him since. By the way, hey, great job not taking my sales pitch for Cincinnati.
It kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Justin Jefferson being there and all,
And it worked
Jamar
out
Chase and all. Oh my god!
But he ended up in Cincinnati. He couldn't get away from
That's all that matters.
Yeah, the Queen City got him back.
And how lucky are they? I mean, unbelievable. That's funny.
Yeah.
So you knew already, like that kid who was in the quarterback room that was leaving was that good? Like you'd heard about Burrow?
I didn't know, but that was
somebody told you like, hey,
they said
out?
This kid is really special. And I'm like, hey, how special is it if he's transferring? He can't even start.
Right.
And but we've seen this a number of times. I mean, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, transfers from Alabama.
I love his story. God, do I love the story of your quarterback.
There are few.
God, I love him.
First of all, I love whenever somebody has the perseverance to stick to it and achieves.
Yeah.
But more so than that, and I've told this to Jalen, he's done it in a way. He never gives credence to the doubters. He doesn't even acknowledge it. He's just, all right. And he goes out there and he just proves everybody wrong. And he's tough. He's a great player. He played about the best Super Bowl I think I've ever seen a quarterback play, even as good as the other one played on the other sideline of Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
dude,
I
took a shot.
It was a shootout for the ages.
I have it right here. I took a shot of the scoreboard at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Don't worry. This is good. Don't
okay.
I know.
I trust you with my life, Rich, at this
God
point.
bless you.
I
I took a shot of it because I couldn't believe what I'd seen right there. So, because he had such an incredible first half.
Yeah.
I mean, his first half was incredible. Here it is. First quarterback in NFL history to rush for 2 touchdowns and throw another in a Super Bowl.
And that was just in the first half.
2 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah.
And I tweeted that out. I'm like, so this is how Jalen Hurts is going to respond playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Everybody's, it's his first Super Bowl. How's he going to do?
Yeah.
It's going to be rattled.
How's he going to do on the spotlight? And he set a record before halftime.
Yeah. He's a gamer, man.
I love the fact that he didn't transfer stuck around, and then did get in against Georgia in the same freaking building in the SEC championship and beat them. And then went to Oklahoma.
Throwing, and everybody, and the criticism was that
right.
You're seeing him get better and improve.
Yes. And then goes to Oklahoma and makes the Heisman podium, losing to Burrow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then gets drafted in Philly, and everyone's like, why?
Yeah. We did have Carson at the time.
No, I know.
There was a lot of questions.
But I understand like why some people would say why. But I mean, he wasn't booed like McNabb was born into Philadelphia because he wasn't Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
You know, I was blown away when that was going on, you know, at the time. I was on SportsCenter when that happened. But long story short, love Hurts, love his story, love everything about him. You know, I've met him once. He's been on the show many times. So, you know, and I love him telling his story. We had him on before the draft when he was drafted.
Yeah.
And he called in, and I'm like, who are you? What's the team going to get with Jalen Hurts? He's like, his answer is they're going to get a dog.
Yeah. And
you're going to get a guy who's going to lead. And I thought to myself, I'm not kidding. I thought to myself, you know, what team's he going to lead?
Yeah.
You know, like he's not a first rounder. He's not like, what team's he going to lead? And I'm like, what a dumbass thought in retrospect. I mean, talk about leading. Good Lord, by example, by word, by manner, by game. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I mean,
but I mean, you're right. And it's he's been that way since day one. He's gotten better, and as you play more and have success, you get more credence from your peers, right? You're given that leadership role a lot more than having to earn it.
Yeah.
But he's earned it every step of the way, and how he handled what he was drafted into,
right?
With how he handled new coaches coming in.
Yeah.
And he just does everything. I don't want to, he just does everything the right way.
He does.
He says everything the right way.
Yeah.
He carries himself the right way. He's got the perfect blend that I think leaders need to have, where they're confident. They believe in their teammates.
Yeah.
They're outwardly humble, but in their head, they're the most vicious person on the field. And
what a combination. What a great combination.
It's so hard to find that all in one person. That's what makes the difference
in
the great ones.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know where to go. Yeah. Can we don't make it end?
Here, I'll tell this story.
Okay.
And then I think it's a good button.
Okay.
If you don't mind me buttoning.
Please.
Up. That's what I do. I'm a professional button upper in many ways. I button stuff up for a living.
All right.
I will handle this.
Thank you.
So I'm a big game show nut too.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Huge game show nut.
What's your favorite one?
Price is Right. It's the best. It's the best.
It's the best.
It is the best. So then you'll love this story then in particular. I'm a diehard of Price is Right. Years ago, the NFL Network reached out, said CBS is promoting the fact that they have the Super Bowl. I'm like, what are you talking about? What, the Super Bowl needs promoting? It was weird. But they're like, they want you and another guy at the network, turned out to be Eric Davis, who was working at NFL Network at the time, want you guys to go and give away a showcase on the Price is Right to help promote the NFL.
Okay.
And come on. So I said,
jump at it.
No, hold on.
Okay.
I said, I will do it under one condition, make him think like, I need to have demands met.
Yeah.
I said, for me to do it, I need to say the words, brand new car. Got to say it. Okay. Showcase has got to include a car.
Okay.
So I say the words, brand new, and the only way to say it is brand new car.
Brand new car.
Exactly. Hey, it's got. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to go full bore.
Yeah.
I only know one speed.
Yeah.
So I did that. Incredible.
What car was it?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Cool.
They didn't win it.
Yeah.
So they overbid. It was terrible.
Classic.
So and my guy from my show, TJ Jefferson, went on The Price is Right.
Okay.
And his episode aired while we were on the Rich Eisen show. And prior to that, my guy, Chris Brockman, who does the show with me, says, when he comes on, we got to stop the show. I'm like, but we're on the radio. Like, what are we going to do? And this is, again, another, philosophy that I've learned through the years is, a good idea shouldn't be just discarded because you don't agree with it.
Okay.
So I'm like, he's like, we got to do it.
Yeah.
Like when he's on, we got to stop what we're talking about and talk about his show. And I'm like, but we can't show it. It's radio. He was right. We stopped. I got out of my host chair and I went right behind Chris so I could see it on the TV.
Yeah.
And I did the play-by-play of him playing the game master key. He didn't take the middle key. He blew it, man. It's a very rare. It's a rare pricing game anyway. But that's. I've told you my Price is Right, experience here, and I think I've proven my worth in loving this program more than anything else.
Yeah.
So. My wife and I are big dog rescue people.
Okay.
She got invited to a dog rescue fundraiser one year, and the guy who was being honored was Bob Barker.
Love it. Okay.
Now this
Icon.
That's not even saying properly, right?
Fair enough.
I mean, so he's an icon in many different ways, especially one, somebody who just shows up all gray haired out of the blue one day. That was wild. But at any rate, so he was the honoree that night, and I went up to him. It was probably in like the mid-aughts. I was on NFL Network for a few years, and I'll always go up to people who I love their work or I appreciate their work, as long as they're not eating or peeing. I will disturb them. Okay. And just tell them to their face, I appreciate you. Thank you. So I did that to Bob, but I just lost it. I just said to him, like, and plus I'll also roll the dice. Maybe they know me. Maybe they don't. If they don't, I'm not heartbroken, but if they know, then obviously it's easier to make the entree.
Yeah.
I go up to him. He has no idea who I am. and I just say to him, look, I'm the host of NFL Network on a show called NFL Total Access. And I speak to players all the time from all walks. I speak to players and football players and coaches and general managers and from all walks of life, Hall of Famers and rookies. I speak to them from all different places in America. And I think to myself, whenever I interview these people, I think of you and the way you bring people into contestants row. It doesn't matter who they're from. It doesn't matter their race, color, or creed. You welcome them all. Yeah. And I see how you do it. And I try to do that every day. So thank you. He pauses and he looks at me. He goes, so you want to hug it out? And I say, as a matter of fact, yes, I do. And I hugged him. I embraced him. I might have lingered.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
So
it happened.
That's my way of buttoning up.
Yeah.
Do you want to hug it out? Let's hug it out. We're hugging. Oh, for those listening, we're hugging. That's elegant.
You're almost as elegant of a hugger as you are a walker, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I can't tell you what an honor this has been.
It's been a blast. So how do we arrange this? Like, do we exchange numbers and then
yeah, you want to do it right now?
I mean, we don't have to do it like literally right now.
Sure,
but
yeah.
we can exchange numbers so I can reach out to you personally and say, I'd like you on.
Hey, remember.
And you're like, new phone, who dis?
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what this number is. So if we can do that, and I'm not saying that you have to do it the first time I ask. I understand you got stuff going on. At
this point, I will follow you into the gates of hell. I'm pretty sure.
Fantastic. All right, very good. We'll do that. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Thank you, Rich. It's been such an honor, and
right back at you.
All righty. See you soon. All righty. Well, that was the Rich Eisen interview. What'd you think?
I love that dude, man.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is just the absolute best, and he definitely took it over. It was his show for an entire. It was.
He had me in a trance the entire time. It was so elegant. From the moment he walked through the door, I was like, what is this presence that is coming at me right now? And he did not disappoint. What was your favorite part?
I would say, honestly, it was probably him saying that SNL was a flex. I thought that was cool. That was obviously why I wasn't there. But I'm pissed that I missed the opportunity to have Rich come on my show, because I've been on his show so many times, man, and I'll go on his show anytime he asks me to, because I absolutely love chopping it up with him like you guys did. But what was really cool was him talk about the 40 at the combine and how much money they've raised, and just the fact that he does it for charity year in, year out, And really, the times started to get better, but I don't know if it's going to get any better than where it's at right now. Shout out to Rich, man. Prove me wrong, Rich. He did talk about how, Jason, you have to start doing stand-up now, which is kind of pretty spot on to what you like, because we watched stand-up all the time growing up. Definitely in college. I feel like there was a Comedy Central did a Friday night stand-up, like, just run of like stand-ups all night. And I remember
we love the Comedy Central Presents, all that stuff. And we would always hit it. Yeah, I think, the interview was awesome. It was great to hear all the combine stuff, the history behind it, the 40. I think the thing that really was new to me, one of the newest things that I heard throughout the whole thing, was that Rich started as a stand-up comedian at Michigan. And I think I've always been interested in trying it. Maybe that'll be one of our get out the house segments this year. Me and you.
Let's dive in it. Let's do it.
Open mic.
Let's dive
See how
in,
we
baby.
do?
See
how we do?
No more than 10 minutes though. No more than 10 minutes. I want to turn into a jackass on stage. I just want to be funny.
It's fair enough.
And I don't know how I'm going to react to people not laughing at my jokes. So I'm going to keep it right there at 10 minutes, and let's have some fun with it. I'm down. Let's see what we can come up with. I'd love going out to LA and going to the Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory, all the fun stand-up spots out there where you'll literally see anybody walk through the door.
Now, you actually know stand-up comedians, so I don't want you having
100%
any of these guys
asking them to write me some shit.
No. Only original content. Only original content.
All right, I promise I won't.
Don't be having Santino write down any jokes for you.
Andrew Santino, baby. That's my dog right there. I'll just ask him for a few of his that he hasn't said yet.
See, this
you think he'll let me get him?
Santino, don't do this.
He'll probably tell me to fuck off.
If Santino's writing your jokes, I'm getting Bobby Lee to write my jokes.
I mean, all right, deal.
I don't know you, Bobby Lee. Please help me out.
I just saw Bobby Lee out there, man. He killed it. I think he's one of my favorites too. Mad TV, man.
Dude,
classics. Iconics. Joe Burrow. You admitted that you tried to recruit Joe Burrow to the University of Cincinnati.
I did. Cincinnati reached out to me. They said, "Hey, there's this kid at Ohio State who's transferring." Oh, I guess I already just told the story, so I don't need to retell the story.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
Big
that's a real story. They reached out to me, tried to get me to recruit him. Best decision Joe ever made. Went to LSU and
won him a national championship.
But
found his way back to Cincinnati.
But he couldn't escape the 513. He could not escape Cincinnati, baby.
They came a-calling. Shout out to Joey B for being an Ohio stud. Yeah, no, that was a fun-ass interview. Obviously, we got all the love in the world for Rich, and we've had a lot of love for him over the years, man, and more power to him moving on.
Yep. Glad we were finally able to get you on the show, Rich, and be obviously I did a call-in last week, but I cannot wait to make an appearance on the Rich Eisen Show, as you alluded to multiple times in our interview. So thanks for that. And I think that wraps it up. That's it. Another episode of New Heights is in the books.
Shazam!
Thank you so much to Rich Eisen for coming on the pod and sitting down with me. Sorry that Travis big timed you with SNL. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and follow us on the New Heights channel so you can keep up to date with all the new videos and things as they drop. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget, Wednesday, April 26th is going to be our first live episode.
It's about to go down.
In Kansas City. You can start buying tickets on Ticketmaster March 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you got the laptops ready. I have no idea what the venue max is. So, snooze, you lose.
Hopefully it's a lot, and hopefully we fill that thing up. Everybody go ahead and join us. It'll be a fun time, and who knows, we might open this thing doing a stand-up.
And don't forget our merch at the at Amish.com. /New Heights. You can check out all of our merch down there and check out some cool t-shirts. And we're looking forward to having some maybe merch giveaways at the live event.
If it's free, give me 3, baby. Once again, New Heights is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by our friends at Fireball. Follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week of this episode. And then thanks to our production and crew, you guys make this easy on us, and we always have a blast. Appreciate you guys making us look way better than we are, and hope that the live show is way better than what I'm thinking of right now.
What do you think of them?
I don't know. I'm thinking it might be live. And thank you to our 92%ers for always tuning in. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys rocking with us again. And until the next time, peace.
They're going to find out firsthand how good these producers are at that live show.